Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on a Sunday afternoon. And I will tell you, it is a sunny Sunday afternoon here by me, which is awesome. And it's about 45 degrees or 40 degrees, somewhere around there. Beautiful weather to go for a walk. So I might just do that afterwards. So I love it. It just popped up. So now I don't have to go searching for it. Let's hope that we don't have lots of issues with the internet like we did 2 Sundays ago. And that was a little nerve-wracking. So hi, Linda Hodge. So I see my phone is freezing every now and then. So hi, Luann. Hi, Cindy. So I wonder if I'm freezing though because I have my house internet hooked up, which I do. So I have internet in the house, which doesn't reach here, and I have internet out here, which doesn't reach in there. So that's why I have 2 internets. So I'm freezing, but I bet for you guys, it's not. So let's just get my stuff situated so I can watch all your awesome comments come through, and then I can follow along with you. So let's see if this makes a difference. The internet was always an issue. And oh my gosh, on Friday night for Craft Roulette, my headset was giving me an issue. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Feline. They're coming through now. Hi, Chris. Sandy's here as well. So, hi, Margaret. How many of you guys did Craft Roulette on Friday night? No freezing on your end, Luann. That's great. So, I'm not freezing anymore either. Hi, Donna. Thanks for sharing, Margaret. As you guys pop on here, if you don't mind sharing the video, that would be awesome. We're going to get there. We're not to our 2,000 likes yet, but we've been working at it very hard. Hi, Alice from Indiana, and Bonnie and Mary Ann. Hi, Peggy. I'm so happy all of you guys are joining me. I haven't done a live class, a Facebook live class on a Sunday ever. I don't think. This is my first one. And hi, April. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Danny. Woohoo. Yeah, so Craft Roulette was Friday night, and it went good. My parameters were super easy. I was very excited. I had a feeling. It was really weird. Sometime during the day on Friday, hi, Sandy, I was looking through all the parameters from the wheel, and I thought, oh, if I get the window, I know exactly what set I'm going to use, called Welcoming Window, and it turned out great. Hi, Melanie. And then purple, of all colors, I get purple, my favorite color, +2, and it's so easy to add green and yellow and make some beautiful flowers. Hi, Tony. So then there was craft and tan and in the garden. So it was super, super easy. All the parameters, it was fun. It was more mentally challenging in terms of preparing my head of like what to do. But then as soon as I got going with all my stuff, it was all good. So I think you guys, thanks, Anne. Oh, I'll pop down real quick in case you guys didn't see what card I made, but that was the card. So I use Welcoming Window and Highland Heather Crumb Cake Espresso and a little bit of mango melody in the middle. So I believe that you guys have till Sunday. And somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. I should have bought a lottery ticket that day, right? Hi, Sue. Yeah, I did hit the jackpot on Friday. I don't know how I couldn't have gotten much luckier. And I went and I found Grace's Garden up in my craft room because that's where all my current annual catalog stamps are. And I found that little kitten. And so I'll show you guys here. I think there's the Grace's Garden. So there's this little kitten here. And so my mom loves cats. And so I'm thinking I'm going to put that little kitten, like it's up here. It's going to fit perfectly, like it's smelling the flowers. So I plan on stamping that little kitten right there. So yeah, so all right. Hi, Melissa. All right. Be right back. Got to get my chamois wet. Oh yeah, I should have checked my chamois to see where I'm at. I don't have to wet this thing all the time, but oh, mine's good. I'm glad you found that yours needed it, Danny. So, oh yes. Hi, Brent. Hey, we'll see you next Saturday at the showcase, Brent. So, so the craft roulette was really good. I'm pretty sure that you guys have until today to submit any of your cards that you're creating. For some reason, I have it in my head that you have till Sunday, so that you would be eligible for prizes next week, I think. Hi, Julie. So it was a fun night. And then I got done and my brother and his friend were here and they brought food. So Tyler and I had a nice little meal with my brother and his friend. And you guys would not believe it, but we went we went to the Fond du Lac County Fairgrounds on Saturday morning. They had a chicken expo type thing, or a poultry type thing. And so we got to see chickens and geese and pheasants and peacocks and bunnies, and it was so much fun. So I got to spend a little time with my brother on Saturday morning and had class and then team training yesterday, and it's been a busy weekend. So I'm gonna flip down real quick. I want to show you a card that I got from Brenda Little. She sent this to me in the mail as a thank you card, and I always like to share the cards that you guys send me. She had won a prize, I believe, from Mystery Night the month before, and now she just won a prize for being a top fan. So, Brenda, I just put your next prize in the mail for you. You should go buy a lottery ticket, Brenda, because you're a lucky girl that you won twice on the random number generator. So Vicky said that she used the window card and the kitten from the flowers in Grace's garden too. Yeah, Grace's garden, that set would be perfect for this challenge as well. So the wheel was really good to me. I was really happy. So we hit 150 people. Yay! I mean, this cowbell is a little annoying. I get that, but we got to celebrate. So I had told Mary and her son Stephen on Thursday night or Wednesday night, one of the nights, that their highest was 126. So I told them, let's shoot for 150. And we did it. Oh my gosh, we broke new records again for their 1-year anniversary show. So that was exciting. Wonderful, wonderful. So hi, Janet from Indiana. So it's Sunday. It's Stamping Sunday. And I am doing a new class that I've never done online before. And I tried to mentally prepare as much as I could before doing this, and we're gonna see how it goes. Hi, Carmen. So I do have 7 people that participated today. Roll call is Leslie McMinn, Mo Stites, Melanie Chandler, Bobby McPherson, Danny Olson, Linda Hodge, and Christina Heiser. So the 7 of you chose to do the online version, which was awesome. I had, get this, only 2 people that did the in-person class. And I did this in-person class. It was called Pick Your Kit Class and a Paper Pumpkin Party on March 1st. Hi, Mary Gunn. We did it. Yes, we so did. Hi, Gwen. Yes, every day is stamping day. Hi, Cheryl from Ohio. So this is called a Pick Your Kit Class and Paper Pumpkin Party. And I originally had it only as an in-person class on the 1st. Well, when I promoted that in-person class, I put some feelers out there. Hi, Jean. I put some feelers out there to see who would be interested in doing an online version for this class. And I had 7 people sign up, which was phenomenal. That's so exciting that 7 people bought kits through me. And I had to make it extra special because it's a Paper Pumpkin party as well. So Paper Pumpkin is celebrating, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, maybe their 9-year anniversary or something along those lines. 9, maybe 8. I know it's not 10. But so for an in-person class, when I do a Pick Your Kit, it's a little bit easier because I have a kit made up of each of the kits, and then I sit people together that are working on the same kit, and I have groups, and everybody just works independently on their kits. Well, how do you do this with an online version? Thanks for everybody telling me I did a good job Friday. How do you do this as an online version? Especially when, get this, Leslie is doing the You Are Amazing kit, Mo is doing Dear Friend, Melanie, Linda, Bobby, and Christina are doing the Posey kit. And Danny's doing the citrus kit. So I have 4 kits that are being made, potentially. Yep, they're going to be made today. Not all 100% made, but so how do I do a class like this? Well, I'm going to start with the Posey kit. So because there's 4 people that are doing the Posey kit, and what I want to do is walk you guys through the Posey kit. Then I'm either going to pick citrus or the You Are Amazing, and then the Dear Friend in any order. And I honestly do not have any idea how long this is going to take. But in the process, I'm hoping that you guys see, hi Randy, hi Marjorie. I'm hoping that those people that aren't making kits with me can see the beauty and the value in kits, and you can see what kits are available. There's only one kit that is not being made by people that are attending the class. And what I'm going to do with that one is just walk through the cards really quick to show you the completed cards so you can see them. But I think that's what I've wrapped around in my head. I don't know if this is going to take 2 hours. I know it's not going to be 1 hour, but I'm hoping it's not 3 hours. But hi, Bobby. Woohoo. Hi, Mary Ellen. So we're just going to start rolling with it and we're going to start going. But what are kits and what is Paper Pumpkin? Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit and you can get it month to month. And so you can get your credit card charged once a month for it. It's about $21 plus tax. So it ends up being somewhere around $23 or $24. And it's a box that, oh, do I have one here? Yeah. Oh man, I have one on my desk and you are over there on, you can see it right there is an orange reddish box right there. I'm pointing at it. That is a Paper Pumpkin box over there. And you never know what you're going to get per se, like what it looks like, but they do give you a heads up of, is it cards? Is it treat boxes? They never used to do that, but I think enough people ask for it because not everybody likes everything. So when it's treat boxes, people who love cards don't want treat boxes potentially and vice versa. So they've gotten a little bit more savvy about what it is and what colors are in it, if it coordinates with any annual catalog or mini catalog product. And so it's a fun little thing where you get, let's see here, I'll show you. I'll flip down, for example, and show one to you. It's some of you guys' first kits. I love it. So Paper Pumpkin here is, like this one was from May of last year. And it was 3 different styles of a card for each. You get yourself a little set of stamps that are photopolymer, and you get yourself a little baby ink spot. So something like this. And so every Paper Pumpkin comes with all the materials to make. So like something like, here's one today that we're gonna go through. So here's a kit and everything in here that you need. Dimensionals, adhesive, everything is included in here except for the ink, a scissors. The scissors is the only thing. And in your first one, you get a little D block. You get a D block and everything will always fit on that D block. So that's Paper Pumpkin. You can get it month to month, or, hi Lisa, hi Sharon, hi Melanie, or you can get it as a prepaid subscription. So Paper Pumpkin is not a totally separate company from Stampin' Up. It is... So Stampin' Up! Created Paper Pumpkin, but I believe that it's made, so that's a good question, Danny. So it's like, it's its own division kind of within Stampin' Up! And I might not have that completely the right word for it, but Paper Pumpkin comes in a box, all that stuff is kitted up, and then it's shipped to Stampin' Up! Oh, actually, I think even some of it ships directly from wherever it's made. That's a good question. I have to figure that out. And maybe somebody who's watching here, hi Pam, maybe somebody who's watching can better help me explain that. But I know that they've shown pictures of pallets of Paper Pumpkin boxes coming into the warehouse. And I think that they all ship out of Stampin' Up's warehouse, but they're made somewhere else and brought in. And they use like different mini glue dots and they'll have little sheets of dimensionals that are a different size than what they sell. So hi Amy, hi Jean. So Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up. It's not a different company per se. It's just their branding for this monthly subscription box. So you can get it month to month, or you can buy a prepaid subscription. So like, let's say you want to attend a class with me for one of my monthly or bundle classes. You could actually buy a prepaid code, which is in the catalog, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or 12 month. Danny, you didn't stump me, but it's just, yes, you did, actually, you did. We'll figure it out. But Stampin' Up! And Paper Pumpkin are the same. Like, Paper Pumpkin is a Stampin' Up! Product. It's not a different company that they source. Kind of like the Memento and Stays-On pads are different companies, and Stampin' Up! Sells their brand. Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's brand. So back to the subscriptions, you can get a 1, 3, 6, or 12 month. And when you buy a 6 or 12 month, you get a discounted amount. It's usually $1 off. And they can apply for me, like if somebody comes to an in-person class and they want to buy a prepaid subscription, they pay for it that night and they'll get a code from me and they add it onto their account. So they're in essence getting Paper Pumpkin and getting a class from me. So if anybody wants more information about how they can use Paper Pumpkin to get classes, you just talk to me. I don't want to confuse anybody. So that's Paper Pumpkin. And so my gift to the 7 people, and Christina, I still owe you your kits, but my gift to the 7 people who signed up tonight is this afternoon, that I sent you 2 card kits in the mail with probably a previous class or by itself. And we're going to make those 2 cards together. And so you got some extra Paper Pumpkin cards to make as a thank you. And plus, for all the people that signed up for class this afternoon, I'm going to do a drawing with 2 people being winners of previous stamp sets that I have from Paper Pumpkins, where I had extra kits, and then you can tell me which stamp set you want. So it's awesome. Paper Pumpkin, you start to get a little collection of stamps and ink spots. They never repeat an ink spot in a 12-month period. So you'll end up with 12 different colors in a year. Super cool. So there are those little white adhesive dots that I initially thought were embellishments. So Danny's laughing her butt off. Yes. So in the Paper Pumpkin, they usually send, I'll do a screenshot down. They usually send along these little white things that are actually adhesive. They're little mini glue dots. Normally when we get the glue dots, they're on a roll like this. But when Paper Pumpkin, they can't do a roll like that. So they always send different size sheets like this. They'll send sometimes smaller pieces of dimensional sheets for you to use. So Paper Pumpkin is a really great alternative if you need a card really fast, or if you're potentially a beginner and not sure what to buy and you want to make cards. And if you're an avid crafter, Paper Pumpkin is a great source of starting with something and then totally making it something different. And so we call that think outside the Paper Pumpkin box. So going on 8 or 9 years, and yes, I just got a message from Arliss. You must be watching. Yes, you can still get a kit from the hydrangea class if you're watching. I'll talk to you later. So that's Paper Pumpkin in a nutshell. And at the end of class, we'll put together those 2 extra cards that the 7 people got as a little thank you. But I want to talk about the kits and what the differences are with the kits that Stampin' Up! Offers. So I'm going to flip this down. And so there's 2 catalogs that are current right now with Stampin' Up! One is called the annual catalog that looks like that. And when you open up the catalog to page 7, it talks about the kits. And so let me just see, I'll flip over here. So it talks about the kits. And so it's hard to read this, but I'll read it. There's a subscription kit, which is the Paper Pumpkin. And it's an all-inclusive kit. So this is the little terminology that I want you guys to learn today about kits. There's all-inclusive kits, and they include everything you need to make the projects in the kit. All-inclusive means all-including. Hi, Sue! I'm glad you could join. There's project kits that are not all-inclusive, and the key components are included, but you have to add some suggested products, like inks and stamps. Oh, there's something called product medleys, but they code them here in kits, but I will tell you a product medley is not a kit per se. You can't just open up a product medley and start putting cards together. Product medleys are more for an avid crafter who wants an all-inclusive a company of products, but you're going to really create your own cards. So it's really deceiving because I don't think a product medley really is a kit, but they call it a kit in this grouping, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll show you this. But so in the annual catalog, there's kits, and then this mini catalog, guys, there's some kits as well. And so it is on this page, talks about product assortments and subscription kits, inclusive kits, and all-inclusive. So what are some examples of, like, what's an all-inclusive kit? So when I flip here in the mini catalog, there's a kit called Hello Dear Friend, and it says right here, it's an all-inclusive kit. It makes 12 cards. You get a set of stamps, you'll get a block, and you'll get a little ink here, you'll get ribbon, you'll get the adhesive, so dimensionals and mini glue dots, and then you'll get all the paper products that you need to put these cards together. It's all-inclusive, meaning all you really need to do, potentially, yep, you'll need a scissors. All you need to do is add a scissors because you'll need to cut some ribbon. So this is an all-inclusive kit in the mini. Then in the annual catalog, there's an all-inclusive card kit. So Danny's going to be doing the Simply Citrus. This one makes 15 cards. You get this little bit of stamp set here. So they are on a sheet that looks like that. There's a block. There's little flowery things. You have your mini glue dots. You have dimensionals, a little ink, and then all the paper products and some twine. Another all-inclusive card kit is the Looking Up. So nobody's going to be putting this one together today out of the 7 people. Hi, Naughty Nancy. So I'm going to just show you the cards close up because I put mine together. All-inclusive meaning all your paper products are here, your block, your ink, your stamps, and adhesives. This one you don't even need to add a scissors because there's no twine on here. Hi, Melanie Foy. Now, let's flip the page here on this one and talk about project kits, which are not all-inclusive. They're not all-inclusive because they do not include stamps or ink and the adhesive. So for this one, you are amazing. Leslie's putting this one together today. You get 16 cards, 4 of each style, and it comes in this awesome box, which I'll show you the box as well. It includes all of your paper products and your twine, but it does not include the 4 recommended ink pads or the stamp set or any adhesive, where an all-inclusive does. So in this case, if Leslie doesn't want to use these stamps, she doesn't have to buy these stamps. She could stamp, all it is basically sentiments. She could use other sentiments that she has at home, and she could potentially use other ink colors that she has. She wouldn't have to buy this to complete the kit, but this is what Stampin' Up! Came out with to go with this kit right here. So then, this is my favorite. You guys have to know I love the purple. Gorgeous posies. Oh my gosh. So amazing, beautiful cards. And so this one is not all-inclusive, meaning that it does not come with the inks, the adhesives, or the stamps. So you could generally create these cards using other sentiments from other stamps that you own at home. You could use other inks, but if you want your cards to match what that is here and have some corresponding imagery to stamp on the inside of your card, that's where there's a stamp set, and they reference what ink colors to use, and that you would just need to add glue dots, dimensionals, and adhesive. So that's 5 different kits, and 2 are project kits, and 3 are all-inclusive. Then what we were talking about with product medleys. So they have 1 in each catalog as well. They really do appeal to avid crafters. Oh my gosh. It's, yeah, Sharon loves the purple too. A lot of us love purple. So a medley though does not come with pre-cut cardstock. It doesn't come with labels. This one does actually. It has some labels, but this one doesn't. They come with almost everything you need except for you don't have your card bases made. You really have to design your own cards. You don't have pre-made kits. So and in some cases, this one is called Flowering Cactus, and this one's called Boho Indigo. It comes with the whole project the whole medley is $70. They're each $70, but it includes the stamp set. So here's the Flowering Cactus. It comes with a set of dies. It comes with a pack of paper, and then there's little die cuts in here that are like cactuses that pop out. Comes out with these little felt pieces that go on the tops of your cactuses, and it comes with linen thread in 2 different colors. That's that, and then they also sell it as a refill, meaning that if you don't want more ink or more dies and stamps, you could just buy the refill here. So the same thing happens with the Boho Indigo. There is a complete package, and I should have brought it down, but it's up in my craft room. The ribbon in here is gorgeous. It's so pretty, and you can just buy a refill kit if you just want the consumable stuff replaced because you use it up. So those, to me, these are not kits. This is just a nice assortment of awesome products that will help you coordinate and make beautifully coordinated cards. That's what I call a product medley. So what we did then is we've talked about what kits are, and they just appeal to different people. Oh yes, Anne and I love the Boho Indigo. So Linda does too. I did a Boho Indigo class last September where I made, I think, 4 different designs, and you got the card kits, and you bought, basically, it was a price point where you got the refill kit plus the cards from me, and everybody, I think I had like 20 people that signed up for that. So hi, Karen Wetstein. So the boho indigo people love, it's so pretty. It's just the blues in here with the ivory is so great. So those are a little bit about where you can find the kits. They're right in the front of the catalog, in both of the catalogs. So what we're gonna do then is I'm gonna show you the one kit, I gotta move these books, the one kit that nobody is putting together of the 7 with me now. I wanna just run through those cards to show you them in person, because you may see them and think, oh, those are really pretty. It's always nice. Hi, Janet. Oh, great to see you. Oh yeah, Janet, of course. No, Linda, I would have to, I'm not a betting person, Linda, but if I had to bet, they won't carry over the medley. They generally don't carry medleys over. They'll come out with a different medley, I'm thinking. So I would have to say, if anybody's wanting anything with regards to the boho indigo, I would get it now versus later. And we will find out next week, Thursday, what is carrying over from the annual catalog to the new one, and what isn't. So Nancy loves the boho too. Melanie, I've been making cards. Oh, so Melanie's been making cards with boho indigo. Jean Maxwell made a bunch of cards with the boho indigo too. The boho indigo, if you love the navy with the ivory and those pots, so pretty. So what I want to do though is I want to talk about the one kit that I'm not going to be walking through for class tonight or this afternoon. So this one was the all-inclusive kit called Looking Up Card Kit. It came with 5 different cards with 3 of each for a total of 15 cards. What I love about this too is they have such pretty coordinating envelopes. So this one has the raindrops on it, and when you open it up, it's got a very pretty pattern in here. And then the card itself has raindrops on it. Now, they made this card be a Feel Better Soon card, but I don't use a lot of the Feel Better Soon cards, so I changed mine to say thanks so much. And then I went that route. I have the stamps though that you can see that fit with this one. So in this one, the stamps that you get are awesome because it's a thank you, a happy birthday, thanks so much, feel better soon, and I hear congratulations are in order. So all around, all occasion stamps there that are so cool. Okay, then there was a hot air balloon card, and I made mine into a happy birthday. And what's awesome is it has the matching hot air balloon on the envelope, and then that one has stripes in the inside. This black and white stuff inside here will remind you a lot of the True Love designer paper. So this one had palm trees. So I lived in Miami for 5 years. So this one hit home. I think I moved to Miami because of palm trees. And so I love palm trees. I made this one. I am so very thankful for you. And I haven't stamped my insides, but this one, the envelope has a matching palm tree. And then this one is an airplane with a pilot in there. I hear congratulations are in order. And then the matching envelope has a little airplane on it. So pretty. The envelopes when they match are so cool. And then this one was not so appealing to me because it's like lots of skyscrapers and city-ish, but it works. So it's got a tree here. I love the trees in here. So it's kind of like urban-ish with that. And then with the trees, it's like a city. I'm picturing a city park here. And then the matching envelope. So that all-inclusive kit made 15 cards, and you got everything in this kit, including a block, the stamps, the ink. And so that one's relatively easy to put together. I know, Leslie, you have this kit at home, and you can put that together. It's just stamping sentiments and then a little bit of assembly. Okay, so that went good. I knew so far that's what I was going to do for that one. But I think what we're going to do next is we're going to work on the Posey kit. So, hi, Jill. So now the first part of the kit, though, is we're going to apply to everybody. So all the 7 that are doing the class with me, hi, Jennifer, is you want to take your pieces and parts out and start making piles. So that makes it easier. I have learned, especially when I did this as an in-person class, is my number one thing is let's get all your pieces punched out. Let's get everything set on piles, because you can really accidentally start crossing pieces. And if you're trying to keep the cards to be exactly like they are how they put them up, like put them together, Stampin' Up did, and you start grabbing pieces from all over, then you start mixing things and then you have to improvise, and that's okay. Improvising is not a bad thing. But hi, Brenda. So that's one thing that everybody can start doing. And I'll show you that. Oh yeah, Amy, great idea. So Amy just said, if you're ever looking for a gift, hi Deborah, for a crafter friend of yours, and you don't know quite what to get them because I don't know what ink colors they have. I don't know if they need a bone folder. I don't know if they need this or that. Getting an all-inclusive kit for a fellow crafter would be an amazing gift to give them, because they can put the cards together and use them, or they could put them together in a different manner and spruce them up a little bit by adding in some alternative extra products. Like I do for the paper pumpkin night. I usually make some alternative cards with the kit so that you guys can see, like, hey, yeah, let's cut these pieces apart and make something different. So, okay, so we're gonna start with the posies. All right, and I'm gonna flip back down here and I'm gonna show you what I got. So because this is not an all-inclusive kit, you need to add a few things. The ink, adhesive, and the stamp set. So these were the colors in, so when you open up your box, oh my gosh, you guys, this is the most gorgeous box. So when you get this kit, you get this amazing purple box, and inside is your kit with all of your extra things that you need. But if you're a keeper of things, this box is a great memento box, the purple color, and you can put stuff in it. Now, if you don't like to hang on to things and you don't have a need, make some cards and put them in here as a gift to a friend or a family member. And this box can be the box that is the gift. Like put maybe 20 cards or 10 cards in here or something for your mom or your daughter or for your cousin, your sister. And this would be a beautiful box to hand gift something inside. And it doesn't even have to be cards. It could be anything, you guys, but the box is gorgeous. Okay, I love the box. So these, I had said that I have made up almost all of these because I had my in-person class. So I do have the samples of the 4 cards that are made up, but this is the gorgeous Posey Stamp Set that coordinates with this kit. And it has a few sentiments in it. It has a flower, some leaves, some extra things. And that's what we're gonna use to put these together. So you do also need to have, hi Shar, you made 2 of those for gifts. Oh, that's exactly it, Shar. So if you want to give the gift of cards to somebody, you could make up this entire kit and put it inside the box and then gift the entire thing to somebody who wants finished cards as well. Hi, Jody. So in the instructions here, in your card kit, it has a picture of the 4 cards on the front here, and it does have instructions in all different languages. And it also shows bigger pictures, and it is coded with numbers. And those numbers refer back to right here with the steps. So stamping in the 4 different colors, adhering dimensionals, cut the ribbon, with seal, cut the thread. So there's thread and ribbon in this one. So I generally, these instructions are pretty self-explanatory. So I generally look at the pictures of the cards and figure out how I want to put them together. So with this, all of you guys that have your kits at home, what I would recommend you do is open up your kits and start making your piles. So I know, Danny, you've got the citrus. Leslie, you have the You Are Amazing. And I think that, dear friend, Mo is doing dear friend. All you guys, if you're with me right now live, you can start just opening up your stuff. Yes, Deanne, it would make a great silent auction gift as well. I couldn't agree more with you. So you have everything here. Yes, using your old paper pumpkin boxes to put presents in is awesome too. Cardboard, take it or leave it if you need it for something, otherwise recycle. So the one thing I like to do is I like to set my envelopes off to the side because I generally don't do much with the envelopes because they're already decorated. Look how pretty these purple envelopes are. I love them. So because I don't generally do anything with my envelopes, I kind of get them out of my space, out of my way. Okay, then I'm gonna move some blocks over the side here so I have a little more room. Okay, then you have your card bases. Danny's already made her pile, so oh, I love it. So you have here, there's gonna be, I think, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 4 in their mats for a card front. So I'm gonna set this here so we can see. I'm making 4 piles. So there's 1, and then here's a pile. And then we have the pink card. Hi, Nancy, Fancy Nancy. Happy birthday, Fancy Nancy. It's your birthday today, I think the 14th, right? Gotta sing happy birthday to you. Make you wear the tiara the next time you come to class. So then we've got our purple card bases. So purple card bases look like they go with this one right here. So I'm gonna put them on that pile. The soft sea foam goes with this one. And then you have 8 blushing bride mats here. So we're gonna put 4 underneath this one, and then 4 underneath that. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's so pretty. All right, this is where, so gorgeous in person. It sure is. So these little circles, I generally pop them out right away because I mean, you could stamp them while they're in this layout or this matting piece, but I don't know, they're half falling out anyways. So that goes with that one. And then we have the long skinny ones here. That goes with the green. This one goes with, let's see here, I think that one. Okay, so then I don't do anything with this stuff. I generally just throw it away. I can't keep everything. Tyler thinks I save everything forever, but I really can't. So we're just popping out all of our pieces and putting them on piles. So that one goes with that. And you guys will tell me if I have anything wrong. I am so sure. Yes, this is by far, Brenda, my favorite card kit. You guys, if you think it's pretty in this camera, like through a video, just wait till, like what Bobby said, it's so gorgeous in person. So there's that. And then, oh my gosh, there's all these little flowers. These are all punch outs. So I'm a little bit hesitant about what I want to do with them because I don't want them all over the place. But if I were at home, I think, like with you guys that are putting them together. So what it shows here is, like, there's a pink one here and then a purple one. And I might just put these on pile. So that card gets a pink one, and I don't think, but if I look at these, that round pink one, it does, one goes there and one goes there. So I generally take all of these sheets and line them up together and pop them all out at the same time versus doing them all individually. So there should be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 4 more that go with. So this is the important thing, that if you want to make the cards as they show here, I'd put the flowers on the piles. So then this one right here is this pink flower. That goes with this pink card, and there's extra. That's fine, I'll just put them there. Then there's a round purple flower, and that one goes with this green card there. And then we've got these purpley flowers. And yeah, this one was over the top gorgeous. Definitely agree. So this one has the purple one here, and then there's one here. So we're just gonna divide these in half so that we got equal amounts there. And then some on this card right here. Okay, I think that's where the purple flowers go. And now the leaves are crazy. There's so many different, there's 2 big ones, and then there's 4 different styles of leaves. And so I'm gonna try to grab, so this one right here looks like it goes for the pink card here. And then there's a single leaf. So we're just gonna, I'm flying by the seat of my pants with these leaves, guys. I think that one has the big double one. These leaves go with the pink one. And then there's also a single leaf right there. So we're gonna just grab this and hope that these are right with that one. And you guys, I'm sure these leaves could be very interchangeable. This one, this little guy, looks like there's one here. So that goes on this one. There's this double one here. Can go there. But I also think that we need one more. because otherwise I'm going to be short. You guys are going to have lots of extra leaves. I can promise you that right now. You're going to have more than you need, definitely. So this one and this one can go there, and we're going to put that there. Okay, so that means everything's popped out. And I kind of have everything evenly distributed. Okay, in this little bag right here contains, yes, Danny, the citrus kit has these little clear white flowers for every card, so keep them in the little zipper until we're ready for it. So, hi Kathy. So the only thing with this ribbon is it needs to be ironed. It's really rumply. So I would, you know, it'd be nice if it would have been on a little card and rolled up really nicely, but you can generally take your fingers and try to smooth it out. If you feel like you want to iron your ribbon to get it nice and soft and smooth, that could work too. But there's the ribbon. And then in here, there's some linen thread that is Highland Heather in color. We'll need that. So now we're going to start with some stamping. And like I said, I'm only going to do, my plan is to only do one card of each one so that you guys will get the gist of how to do this. So I'm going to take and pull out this, one of these labels, and then we need a circle purple, we need a circle. So at home though, you could make all 4 cards at the same time. That would be a lot better use and more efficient way to use your time instead of making one and then one and then one. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, guys, so I don't accidentally get it all over the place. So in here it says, wishing you comfort and peace at this time. And so let's grab, I'm gonna open this like that. So that's where I'm gonna grab my stamps because this isn't all inclusive. This came in the extra stamp set. And I need a block for this. That is a long block. Where do I have one? Hang on, guys. Right here. I didn't remember that this one was super long. So we need here wishing. So this is a red rubber stamp that's got the red rubber on here. And it's saying to stamp it in what color. So this is where if you're unsure, you can go back to the directions. It says number 3. And number 3 is stamping Gorgeous Grape. You could definitely use Blackberry Bliss though and stamp it in Blackberry Bliss. It's really, you guys, you can change whatever you want on these cards too. You do not have to keep them exactly how they have them. So they can be changed up. So what I'm gonna do here though is move this, and do I want to do Blackberry or do I want to do, so Gorgeous Grape looks like that. I'll be honest with you, I think I'm leaning towards, I want to stamp mine in Blackberry Bliss. So I guess my point is you can change these up as much or as little as you want. So let's see if I can get a scrap sheet of paper so that I can practice. One of my things I always like to do is practice. When you're stamping on labels like this, you get basically 2 shots or 1 depending on the label. So I always like to pull out a piece of paper and stamp to see how it looks. Okay, it looks like it's really going crooked, so I feel like that needs to get positioned up a little bit higher so it looks more straight. There, that's good. So, and you're just gonna stamp that inside your label. Use Blackberry! Yay, Brenda! I used the Blackberry. Perfect. Okay, so there we've got our label stamped. So I think what I might do, as long as I have a stamping going on, I might just go ahead and do all the stamping and then we'll work on assembly. How does that sound? That might be good. So this one, I think I am going to use the Gorgeous Grape. And so let me pull that. And this one I'm gonna make Get Well Soon because that fits in there perfectly. And I'm gonna grab a smaller block for that. And then that one will be in the Gorgeous Grape. I always like to practice stamping first too, just to make sure I know where my ink pad is at. My ink pads get used a lot at classes, and so they will get that they need replenishment. And this way I can see this before I go ahead and stamp. So that guy's gonna go right in there. And you guys, I always give time for the ink to soak into the paper. So there we've got our Get Well Soon, and that was for that one. Then this one right here, let's see what we're gonna stamp on that. That says, for a very kind and thoughtful friend. That's what we're gonna do because I guess that's what fits in there. So if you're not so keen on what sentiments they're using, pull out any stamps from your arsenal and use something different. So they used Blackberry Bliss on that one. So I think that looks nice with Blackberry Bliss. So we're gonna grab this one back out and stamp that on this little label. Practice. So what I do when I practice is I eye up the bottom edge of my paper with the stamp. And if I see that it's stamped straight because of that, then I know that when I go up to my label and I try to stamp it straight on my label, it should generally be good for me. And it wasn't. So this is where I'm gonna flip it over and see once if I can bring my right side down just a hair. See if that makes any difference. It did. And now it was down a little far. So I pick which side looks good, and then we'll go with that one. And then the last card, they did give you extra labels though, guys. So that's one of the things that they do. So there's 4 cards, but they gave you, hi Diane. They gave you how many here? Oh, I stamped the wrong side, guys, too. Look at that. If you look at the picture, they have the holes on that side. So I definitely stamped it upside down. So we're gonna throw that guy away. They give you extra ones, which is really good. That means you don't feel bad if you do make a mistake stamping. Then you can just grab a new one. And we're gonna try for a 3rd time here. Perfect! Okay, love it. 3rd time's a charm. All right, the last one is which one here? There's that one. And, oh, celebrating your day. Okay, so that's the pink card down here. And so grab one of those. Now, I don't know, guys. I'm not a fan so much of the Blushing Bride as the center focal color because I feel like it's a little light. So I am going to actually use purple, my Highland Heather, as for my sentiment on here. Because the purple will pull out the purple just fine. Hi, Crystal. Okay, Crystal, your mom just called me today right before I was going to go live, and so I will call her back. So in a moment when I'm done with class. So celebrating your day. Now this one is going to be, hi Linda, and this one can go here. And we're going to practice again on this one just to make sure I look, oh, so here's an example, this Highland Heather here. I know that on the get well I had to go around more to my edge to get some good ink. As I and other people use ink pads, we generally are always drawn to the middle of the ink pad. So that's what's going to get used up first. So that's why you want to make sure you get re-inkers. Re-inkers are an investment for the future, as Tyler would say. It's an investment for the future. So I'm going to be good with that because now if I wanted to, I could re-ink that pad just to get it a little bit darker. So, all right. You guys, so generally that's it for stamping. So you guys can stamp all your sentiments however you want. So what's left though for stamping are, so let's say the inside of your card. So I always like to decorate the inside of my card with something that matches the outside. So that's why this set, the stamp set, works perfectly awesome with this kit because it contains flowers and leaves. And so we're going to get these sentiments cleaned up and I'm going to show you what I mean. And we can stamp the insides. Hi, Ruth. Okay. Put that there. Let's shut that. Don't ask me why, but mine turned gray. My sticker turned gray and it stayed purple on the outside. Don't know why, but that happened. Okay, so let's grab the stamp set. So there's a flower here and there's a leaf here. And that's what I'm going to use to decorate the inside. So I'm curious, besides the 7 that are signed up for a class with me, how many other people are working on one of these kits with me today? I'm curious. Inquiring minds want to know. So we're going to grab the purple, or this flower and the leaf, and potentially let's grab the inside and we're going to see what we can do with that. Okay, so you'll need your D block for the flower. You'll need a leaf here and a little inside. So we're going to grab one of these, this, that, and a flower along with a mat and get this out of the way. So the inside, so the outsides of these cards are like Purple Posey or Blushing Bride or Soft Seafoam. Oh, Sandy got the citrus, very nice. Your inside's white. So this one says, for a very kind and thoughtful friend. Like, you could stamp whatever you want on the inside. Oh, Jill didn't realize Stampin' Up! Had kits. Awesome. So this is great then. You guys can see some of this stuff. See the kits and what they're all about. And you guys, so back in November, Stampin' Up! Had an on-stage event where they asked me to be a presenter. And they asked me to present on kits. And so how I run and use kits in my business. And so I said in that presentation I had never done an online card class with kits. And that prompted me to do this. So that was good. So I'm going to stamp that in the bottom corner. Oh, Deanne's making Easter cards for a swap. That's good. Okay, so there's that. Now, the thing with the leaves, though, is that it didn't tell you to bring in any green ink. So we got to pull in a green ink. Oh, Carmen's working on that card kit, too. Good. So we're going to put this in the middle, and I think I might... we'll go for it. We're just going to use the dark color right in the middle. But then we need a green. The green that I'm going to use, oh, Diane's working on cards too. Awesome. I'm just going to pull in Pear Pizzazz. Pear Pizzazz seems like it would match with this really nicely. And so the leaves, let's see what they look like. And see at second strength what they look like. Okay, we're going to do them that. And so I like to have the leaves come out just a little bit that way, and they can come out that way. So that's what is nice about the stamps, is that you can decorate the inside of your card to match the outside with when you have the matching stamps. Okay, so let's put this back over here and we're gonna clean this up. So I think we're at the point where I'm not gonna stamp all the rest of the insides. You guys get the gist of how that works. At home, you're more than welcome to stamp. You know, you could stamp all of them at the same time because they're all generally very similar cards that you could potentially, hi Kay, you could potentially change up the color of the flower on the insides if you want. You could make some of the flowers Blushing Bride. That would be really pretty too, and pull in that color. Okay, so get rid of that. Let's put these away so we can put our cards together. And it's nice to clean stamps right away and get them put back so that they're nice and clean the next time you go to use them. And it looks like it fits that way and that way. And let's move this and this out of the way. So this one went with that. We have here a pile of these. So let's grab this, the greeny leaves, and then this one had the pink and then an insert or a mat there, and the pink one over here. So we're going to put these 4 cards together and show you how I did it. You are going to need your bow maker. Glad you're just tuning in. There, let's see if that's everything. Okay. So this is where you can start with looking at the picture. So we're gonna go for the green one first. And so I've got a completed one here. There's a ribbon at the bottom, and then I made a baby bow. So sometimes I change things a little bit. They made a single bunny ear bow. I love double bunny ears and triple bunny ears. So I will do that a lot of the time. And there's no reason why we can't go ahead and glue our mat down. There's nothing that needs to get put behind it. So I'll put a little liquid glue around the edges of that. Make sure your card's opening the right way. And then that gets glued on the card base. Okay, I'm gonna prep this piece with some dimensionals. And this was not all inclusive, so you need to supply your own dimensionals. I'm gonna put 4 of them on. And then there is a piece of ribbon, move that there, that goes at an angle. They're cut at angles. So that goes from there to there. Grab your ribbon scissors when you're using ribbon, cutting ribbon. I'm gonna cut that at an angle that way. And then I'm gonna wait to trim the other end until I know I have it secure on here. So you're questioning, how do you adhere this ribbon without seeing stuff? And I look at the card and I think that most of the ribbon is getting covered up. And glue dots would be a little bit tedious to put glue dots all over the place. So this is where I'm actually gonna grab my tear and tape. And I'm gonna run a line of tear and tape that you won't see it because it's gonna get covered up by the label. And so you don't wanna go longer than your label. And let's move that there. So thinking it's gonna go right about here. I'm guessing, guys. It could go up a little lower or up a little higher or a little lower, but that is pretty much where I think my ribbon's gonna go. And I'm gonna secure the ribbon to that tear and tape. So that's gonna hold it down nice and snug on the top. You don't have to really worry about the bottom because I mean, you could use a little glue dot here if you wanted, so that like this little bit of ribbon, I mean, there's a little white there, like that would help secure it down, but I wouldn't go crazy with it. If they're rolling up at any point, you could. So these little baby glue dots, I got them in a paper pumpkin, one of the past paper pumpkins, so they're smaller, and that will help to hold that ribbon down like that. Now that I have that secure, I'm gonna go ahead and trim the other side. I didn't wanna trim it before I put it down because I didn't wanna cut it too long or too short. So I've got my ribbon down. And then this is what goes next on here. So you can go ahead and peel off your dimensional backs. And it does cover up the really pretty satiny vanilla on the top, and that's okay. So that'll go there. And now we've got some flower power to put down. So you guys can use a combination of different adhesives. In this case, it looks like one of these leaves is flat down here. It looks like the pink flower is flat, and it looks like the purple flower is popped up with dimensionals. And then this one gently hangs off the edge over here. So knowing that, I'm gonna put a dimensional. Oh, here, I'm gonna show you a little trick on this too. So let's get these guys glued first. So this one's gonna go right about there. The pink one's gonna go right about there. Now, this label is already popped up. So if I put a dimensional behind here, it's gonna be kind of at an angle. So what I do to make that right is I'll grab a dimensional and I'll actually put it right above the label so that that part is flush then, and then I'll put a little bit of liquid glue on there, and then that will secure that. And then this one, I'm gonna put the dimensional right on the end here so it's not hanging up high, and then I'm gonna tuck that in like that. Okay, so what's left is a little baby bow. Grab your bow maker, and hi Anna. So we're gonna set that there, grab your purple linen thread, and they made about that size of a bow. And again, I mentioned that I like to do double bunny ears, so I'm gonna do double bunny ears. And then these are best put on with mini glue dots. So I'm gonna trim, whoop, that, grab my glue dot. Now, you guys know that they came out with the pastel pearls. If you don't know that, they came out with pastel pearls in the mini catalog. The pastel pearls would be great accents or embellishments on this card right here because of the pastel pink. So there's our little bow on the inside here of our two flowers, and voila, as Kelly would say. I think that one is finito. Okay, and when you have the matching purple envelope with it, it makes it so cool. So that's one card put together. Let's do this guy right here. So that looks like it must be back here. Making sure that you open the right way. Okay. And I don't think there's any reason why we can't glue that down underneath. You guys, just the paper is so pretty. There's gold foil on there. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, Kathy, you don't know what to do with so many cards. You know, that's a good thing to think about, you know, because you will get between 8 and 9, potentially 12 cards with the paper pumpkin. You know, one thing that I found during this whole crazy time is people in nursing homes and like the senior center, they needed cards for people that were staying there. So you could always, if anybody doesn't know what to do with cards that you're making, you could think about donating them. Take a nice little lot of your cards to a facility that has people that generally don't get contact with people, and they will use your cards. So if you love to make cards, but you're not sure what to do with them all, donate them to a good cause or to a nursing home, and people will appreciate them. Everybody loves a little pick-me-up with a little card. So, hi, Barb. So this is the same thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to take a little bit of my tear and tape, and I'm going to guess about where this is going to go. So maybe right there. Peel that off. Just the paper. There we go. And then I have, I'm following the guide over here, and my card is also right here. So I've got that coming right about there. And I want it so that the tear and tape is near the top of the ribbon, because that'll get covered up by the label. So that can go there. Yes, Ronald McDonald houses, they could use cards too. So it's a wonderful hobby and craft to have, but I will be honest with you, you do end up with extra cards and you don't know what to do with it. And sometimes it's hard giving away cards, but just make more, right? Okay, so that little label is gonna go right there. So let's go ahead and peel this off. Oops, they went on the floor. Okay, so this goes here. And then, now underneath here, you can see there's a bow. Now, I did not use the bow maker for this. I actually used my fingers. And what you're gonna do, I do 2 bunny ears and I have them cross, and whoop, I missed it. Gotta get it in there. So I'm making myself a bow the old-fashioned way, and I'm making sure that my loops are pretty big because they're gonna be sticking out from the flowers. So something like that. And before you cut it, you can always just put it down to see what it looks like. And yeah, so those bunny ears are way too big. So what I'm gonna do, did I lose a flower? I may have. So my bunny ears are too big. I'm gonna pull them in a little bit. Because ultimately I just want them to be peeking out from my flowers, and I want them to, there. So now my bunny ears look like that. This one flower is gonna be here. I've got some leaves peeking. Oh, that's a perfect for me. I like that, so I'm gonna trim that off. Now, you guys, where did my purple flower go? I'm gonna take from this one and then I'll grab from a pile later. So, all right, my leaf here, I did pop this up with a dimensional. Dominoes, there we go. So this one's gonna go down here first. So I'm not gonna even bother to adhere my bow down because I'm gonna catch it with the dimensional here. When I put this down, I'm gonna catch the bow so that I don't even have to use adhesive. I'm gonna grab one more dimensional here though, because it doesn't seem to be sticking. So we're gonna put that on the end. Now, the pink flower is gonna go over here, and I'm gonna put my dimensional down onto my card base so I don't overlap dimensionals, and then we'll put a little bit of dot of glue there. So that goes there. This little leaf is gonna peek out here. Put this here. Oh my gosh, Danny, you just got some supper, nice. I won't do the Simply, I'm so glad you told me that because I was thinking about doing Simply Citrus next. So I'll wait on that. Okay, so that's gonna go there. And our purple flower will go over here. And I'm gonna put that little dimensional in the corner here so it's flat. And then we're gonna prep with a little bit of liquid glue next to it to really make sure it's secure. And that's gonna go, oop, I did a little bit too close. So we're gonna go like that. Nice, that's it for that. Trim your tails though for your ribbon. Hi, Joanna. And then you should be in good business. So that was the second card from the Posey kit. A really pretty soft, delicate as well. Okay, so what you could do for this kit is you could make all 4 of your bows at the same time, just like the last one. You could make all 4 bows at the same time, just to be a little bit more efficient with your time. So there's card number 2. And let's move on to, oh, let's put this here. 1, 2, 3, let's get some stuff out of the way. Okay, we're gonna do this purple one next. So grab your instructions and you can look at the picture along with me. That's this one. So you can choose on this one. If you would prefer, you could put the flower down at the bottom here, or you could put it at the top. The example has it at the top, but it's also really pretty putting it at the bottom. And you can see I did that. I think by accident. On my sample here, I had it at the bottom, and it looks it just as pretty either way. So I might have done my label backwards like I did originally. So that's maybe why I did it that way. Okay, so what we can do first on this one is go ahead and get a little liquid glue on here. And I'm gonna do it this way. Adhere that down and grab the tear and tape. And we're gonna prep a little bit for our ribbon. I'm gonna guess it's gonna go right about there. And find the end of your ribbon. This one too is cut at a diagonal. I'm gonna make that a little bit more diagonally. Oh, Linda likes the bottom better. Yeah, so if you like the bottom better, then what you should do is stamp the sentiment the opposite way. Stamp the sentiment upside down so that the little frillies are on that side. So that one that I did bad over here, that's probably exactly what I did. So that would have been perfect for that side, but then I smeared it. So if you guys like the bottom look better, just make sure to flip your sentiments the other way. So this is going to go about like that. Once I have that figured out where I want it, then I can cut my end on this side. So this, when you cut your ribbon this way versus cutting the lengths that they tell you to cut, then you're not wasting, and you will potentially, I think you end up with a little bit extra ribbon that you can use for other projects then. So grab the dimensionals to put your label down. Now, this one though, before you put this label down, there's a bow here, and the bow is underneath the label. So in my card, you can see it, it's underneath the label. So before you put this down, we wanna make our bow. It's called Gorgeous Posies. Yep, Gorgeous Posies card kit, Brenda, that's what we're working on. Now this is also another one where I'm gonna make my bow the old-fashioned way with just my fingers and not the bow maker. You could definitely use the bow maker, but I feel like it doesn't have to be a precise, perfect bow. So I'm gonna do it this way. And I just wanna make it long enough so that the ends come out. So we're gonna try something like that. And I'm gonna get a feel for where to put it. Okay, so that, bows are hard for me because I feel like sometimes they look like little rat's nests. So I'm gonna pull it a little bit shorter, and I'm not gonna worry about, again, gluing that down, because when I put my dimensionals on the back here, I'm gonna make sure that I catch my bow with my dimensional here so that I don't have to adhere the bow itself. So that's gonna go there. Now I stole a purple flower, so I gotta steal another one from the other kit. This guy's gonna go over here, something like that, and then we've got some leaves that are coming out. So I think I'm gonna use a dimensional on that leaf, and he's gonna tuck something like that. We're gonna put a dimensional on the edge here, And I do like to, hi Barb, I do like to, you know, use a little bit more liquid glue in addition to the glue dot, so that, or the dimensional. So that's gonna go something like that. And the last little leaf can pop up on the side here. Smush it, and then trim your tails. And there's that card. So that's the third one. Nothing crazy. And our last one for this kit is the pink card. So let's grab this one and see what we got. This one I think is back here. Oh, I think this one was my, you guys, you know I love the purple, but I honestly think if I had to pick a card as my favorite from this kit, I would pick this card. So you can go ahead and glue the mat down onto your Blushing Bride base. And this would be another one where you could flip it the opposite way. Okay, so like that. Now, the ribbon on this card goes back and forth like this. How do you do that? I find that sometimes people will put it on the back of their label and then put it down. I prefer to put the tear and tape down. So my label is gonna go here. So I'm gonna put my tear and tape on the card like that. Grab my end. Now this is a really rumply, this ribbon's so rumply. So I'm gonna grab this end and trim it so it's at a diagonal. And find my end here. So this is gonna go like weave it back and forth. So about that. And then I go like that. And I'm catching where my tear and tape is. And the last one's gonna catch over on the bottom here. And I'm thinking, oh, my mom's calling. I'm going to not answer. Sorry, guys. All right, so that is how I would do that. And I'm gonna pull that down and then trim your ends like that. And so that's how I would do that, except for now, to make sure, so it's kind of half sticking and not half sticking, it's kind of half on, half off. So I'm gonna grab another piece of tear and tape and put that right over the top of that to keep it secure. And then this is gonna get secured down with some dimensional. So I'm gonna do 3 of them just for good measure. I don't see a bow with linen thread, or the linen thread on this one. So we're gonna put this down. I'm gonna trim this tail a little bit shorter now that I see where it ends up. Like that. And now we just have a few flowers. So we've got, oh, there's my purple flower, guys. I guess I didn't need a purple flower on this card. So that's where it went. And this one has a pink flower over here and then some green flowers. So we're gonna put that dimensional right onto the card base and stick the flower to it. Oh, the ribbon top goes at the top like a Z. So, are you talking, Luann, for this ribbon, how you go back and forth? I'm not sure if I caught that. This one can go over here. And then this little guy can go on this side. So basically, yeah, you're just going back and forth with your ribbon and making a Z. There. Okay, that's it. You guys, that was the 4th different card out of this kit. Now I want to show you though real quick what I was talking about with the pastel pearls. And give me 10 seconds. These pastel pearls came out in the mini catalog, and there's purple, 2 purples, and then there's a blushing bride color. All of these could be added to these cards as accents, and they would add so much to the cards. Not like the cards are bad, but I think they made these pastel pearls to go with this card kit too. So I definitely like that pink one is so pretty. You're right, Brenda. It's so, so pretty. So, all right, let's get these guys back in here. So if you have the pastel pearls at home and you're doing this kit, you could add them and that would enhance that card. So, all right, gorgeous posies. That one's in the books, I think. So we made 4 cards with that so you could see what they're all about. And when you're all done with them, put them in your box and give them away to somebody who would love these cards. Okay, purple posies. Let's move this. And Danny said not to do citrus next, so we're going to skip the citrus. So we'll do, let's see here. Let's move this little bit and this. You will end up with extra high. Randy joining a little late. You're good. We just got one kit done and we're going to start on another one. All right, so that's back here. So we're going to do the Hello Dear Friend. Hello Dear Friend is the kit that Mo picked. And this Hello Dear Friend, yes, Luann, you could definitely color your white pearls. That would work. This card kit has 4 different cards that are also very pretty, lovely with the purple, and some with the misty moonlight, some with the yellow. So this is an all-inclusive kit. And I've already made up some, so I had them for my class the other night. So it comes with stamps that say, just a little note, thank you, a day to remember. You make my heart smile, I love it, and thank you. So very good all-around stamps. Then it came with a little baby misty moonlight, but because I like to save up my little spots to give away for prizes or for gifts, I always pull out my big ink pad. So guys, I'm gonna be using my big ink pad. Hi, Mary. Yes, you can always catch the replay, and happy birthday, Mary. Yours was the other day, maybe yesterday or the day before. So I'm gonna use my Misty Moonlight, and I also am gonna use the stamps that I've used for this class, for this kit, and not use the stamps that come in the kit, I think. I'm gonna see if I have them open somewhere. I think I do. Okay, so you guys, with this one, it comes in a box that looks like this. These trapezoids or triangles kind of match the card kit, so the box matches. And it comes in this packaging. So let's see here. We don't want this for now. And I'm not gonna use my ribbon scissors to open it. I know better. Then let's get this opened. So you get a block with this. Now I tell you, it's the skinniest block you're gonna ever find. And it's so crazy because if you go to use a block that's this skinny in your ink pads, you're gonna end up getting ink all over your fingers. But they generally intend for these blocks to be used with these baby ink pads, and you generally ink them upside down, and then you don't get ink all over your fingers. So I don't generally use those either. There's 4 different cards here. 2 are the A2 and 2 are the skinny ones, and they have matching inside. And so this is really cool because it matches that. Then we have here our card bases. So you have, there's actually 3 of each card. So there's 3 of this style and 3 of that style. So I'm gonna grab one of each of those, put the other aside for now. So that's those. Okay, so this one, it does, you guys, it comes with the dimensionals because it's all inclusive. So you have a sheet of dimensionals in here that you can use. And then it also has the copper cording, which we use for these cards. Then there's some more envelopes. There's some green striped ones that are for both of the bigger cards. And then our card bases are here. So let's move that here. So here's card base. So here's this one right here is for that. So I'm gonna grab one of those. And there's another card base, which is for the other card down here, that one. I'll grab one of those. I'm trying to make my piles, so I got everything organized. Then the blue flower. So there's 3 sheets here, 1 for each card. So I always pop them all at the same time. So this purple one goes with that. The pink one also goes with this one. Then there's 2 yellow sizes. So there's that bigger one, and then there's a smaller one. And then you end up with extra of these because This one uses the small one, and then that uses the big one. So you end up with extra yellow flowers. And then this beautiful bouquet here goes with this purple card. You have extra, the 2 for the other card. So then garbage for this. And then you have the pop-outs here. This is foil vellum. So that goes with this card. This one goes with that card. And oh, this foil, you guys, it's like a coppery foil. So pretty. This one, okay, so that's garbage. That goes with this one. So, leaves. So many leaves. There is 1 leaf there. There are 2 that go with this one. Nope, I lied. 2 that go with this one. And then there are, there's none on that one. Really? Oh, there's your little glue dots, guys. They're on the bottom. Okay, let's just see this really quick. There's a leaf on that, which we got, and there's no leaves on that one. Okay, interesting. So you're gonna end up with extra leaves for this one as well. So I'm pretty sure. So that's good. And now your labels. So there's this size, the squares, or the rectangles that are bigger, the 2 small. So this one goes with that one. Lots of extra labels, guys. So you can definitely use these for other card kits or other cards that you are working on. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sherry. Then this one right here goes, must go right there. And then this last one goes, I'm getting confused. I think that one goes here. And then this one goes here. And that one goes there. I think I got it right. There's 4 different sizes of rectangles, and that's why it's good to lay them out so that you make sure you get them on the right card. Everything is a Misty Moonlight ink, and we're going to stamp our sentiments first. So let's find them. All right. Always so much stuff. So let's grab that one, and this, and that. So I believe that those are not used. I'm gonna find, so these are gonna be a potential prize for somebody that signed up for class today. So I'm gonna go out grab the ones that I did already use on my other kit. So this one says, hello dear friend, just a little note. So I love just a little note because then I can use these cards for thank yous, get wells. They could be for congratulations, just a little note. So I'm gonna use that, just a little note for that one. And I also think, oh, it just barely fits in there. So what's that one? And then there's thank you. I think I'm going to use a thank you for this one. Now, if you guys have different sentiments at home, you're more than well, oh, you make my heart smile. We're going to use that one. You can use whatever sentiments you have if you don't like some of these. So we can put that one there. Just a little note's going to go there. And I think this is for this one, just perfect. Okay, so I got that all figured out. So now we can do a little stamping. So I know, Mo, you're the one doing this kit. If anybody else is doing this kit, I would recommend, if you know what you want to do for all your stamping, just stamp it all at the same time. The other thing you could do is you could prep all your kits, except for you could leave the labels undone. So then when you know what you want to stamp your labels, you could just pop on the label after you stamp it. That could always work. So just a little note, and we're going to do that on this one as well. So it's going to go kind of up above the equator. Okay, so that's for this one. Then let's clean this. And I lost my sheet. No, I didn't, right here. I like to always stamp off a little bit before I go ahead and clean it. All right, then we'll use a smaller block for this one. And this is gonna be a thank you. I do a, oh, Tyler's leaving. He honked his horn. Did you guys hear that? Okay, so there's the thank you. And last but not least is the You Make Me Smile. So we're gonna get these all stamped and then we're going to assemble them. So in this case, there's a lot of words, but there's a leaf set here and a bouquet or a flower. You could use that on your inside. If you're looking to want to stamp something on the inside, there's two little things that you could use. Or if you have something else in your stamping arsenal, you could definitely use something else. Okay. And lastly, we'll stamp this guy. So Misty Moonlight is one of the in colors. It's going to be sticking around for another year. Oh, I love Misty Moonlight. It's very similar to Night of Navy. So if you wanted to do these cards in Night of Navy, that would work too. But remember, your little Misty Moonlight comes in this kit. All right. All right, I think we got the stamping done. Let's get this guy closed up. Now, how do we want to put these together? So we're going to start with this little guy first. When they gave you these card bases, they weren't folded. They were scored, but not folded. So I would definitely recommend grabbing your bone folder and then burnishing the edges so that they're nice and crisp. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll go ahead and do these other two here as well, just so that the bone folding is done. Okay, there's that one, goes with this. These geometric shapes are awesome. I know, Luann, you mentioned earlier that you thought they were cool. They are super cool on this foil. Very, very nice. So that goes there. This one goes here. That goes with that. Staying organized, guys. That's what you got to do here. So this goes there. This one's not crazy. And I think by the time I got to mine, I ran out of this copper stuff because I used more of it on something else. But if we look at this, there are pictures. Oh, this one didn't even have the copper foil or the trim stuff here. So I had to have it on there because it dressed it up a little bit. So if we look at this one, there are two leaves that are sticking out each side. There's a little yellow flower in the middle. You have to be careful when you stamp your sentiment on here. I don't know if you caught it, but I stamped it up a little higher than the middle because that yellow flower then can nestle up in there without over going. So this one I stamped more in the middle and then I got a little close there. So let's see here what we've got. So this thing, I'm gonna prep it with some dimensionals. We're gonna do 5 for good measure. And the thing is though, let's see here. I'm gonna take off the bottom 2 and I'm gonna adhere the leaves to that. So I'm gonna kind of set one of the leaves here. And it's kind of coming down at an angle. I'm gonna center this. It's not actually centered top to bottom, it's a little higher to the top. And that's gonna stick to the one. And then we're gonna put the other leaf on this side. I'm not quite gluing them yet, I'm just getting them prepped. Okay, so it's stuck there because now what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of liquid glue behind them. The other thing though I did on this, just to add a little bit of glitz, is I put a little bit of that cording coming out the end here. So I think I wanna do that just to decorate it a little bit. I don't know, where's my end? Oh man, there it is, I found it. So what you could do in this case is make yourself a little baby bow and have that coming out the side. So let's see what that looks like. I think you're gonna have extra of this copper cording and you can use a little bit of it on this card. Okay, that, you guys, does this happen to you? Oh, can't leave it like that. It'll make a mess. It'll be a mess. All right, so then we're gonna stick, how are we gonna do this? So I just took 2 ends on that one and had them sticking out. So what we're gonna do is just see what this looks like, just so that the bunny ears are sticking out. We are going to put some tear and tape to hold that. just like that. And then we can pick off the rest of our backings. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue underneath the leaf here, the little leaves. Okay, we're gonna see what happens when we put this down. Hopefully I centered it good with my leaves. That's gonna go right about there. And then this little copper is gonna just be sneaking out there. So we just got two little tails coming out here, or not tails, they're actually the bunny ears. Then this last little bit, this flower, I don't wanna put dimensionals on the whole thing. I just want a dimensional on the card base. And then we're gonna put a little liquid glue so that the flower sticks on there like that. It's a baby. It's a little one. It's a little baby note card. And then that fits really nicely in that little baby envelope, like this one right here. So that fits right in there. So you can't mail, I don't think that they accept cards this small for mailing. So if you did want to mail this, you'd have to probably put it into a bigger envelope, or this would be cute packed inside of a little gift bag. Or if you have a present, you can put this right on the present. So there's one. That one was an easy one. This other little guy is also very easy. Where is he? Back here. I like this one, you guys. Hi, Danny, you're back. So we did the dear friend one instead, and we'll come back to citrus in a bit. So the thing with vellum is you don't like to glue vellum where you're gonna see it. So I'm trying to scope out my card here that this is all covered up right here. So I'm gonna put my liquid glue right, where did that stamp set come from? Kathy, it came from this dear friend. This dear friend all-inclusive kit. It contains the stamps. So you get this little sheet of stamps in here with a little baby ink. Very versatile sayings. Okay, so this, I'm gonna put just liquid glue going up and down the middle because that's where my flower is gonna go. And this is centered on this little purple base, the card base, just like that. And then I'm gonna prep, you guys, I'm gonna do trickery here. I'm putting dimensionals on the top and I'm gonna glue it flat on the bottom. So we're gonna put 3 dimensionals here, prep them, and then I'm going to make my stem and the bottom leaves here flat with a little bit of liquid glue. Now this just nestles right on top of that. And then the stem is flat. Now we have to make ourselves a bow. I'm gonna do it the traditional way with my hands. And this cording, you have to be really careful. It's really wiry. So it's like springy, not as in the season. So, and then the other thing is too, this is gonna go over it. So I want my bunny ears to be a little bit shorter. So I'm gonna pull them until I see them where I want them, and then I'm gonna snip the end. And that is going to get adhered on to this. And I'm gonna use tear and tape just to secure it. Hi, Katie. So I'm gonna put that with a little tear and tape holding it down. I'm not going to peel off the backing because I'm gonna pop up with dimensionals. So I'm gonna do 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, and then that goes right over our stem there. And you can always pull a little tighter if you want to see a little less bunny ear action. Trim your tail. Okay. I love it because I love purple and pink. So this one was a fun, easy, cute little card. Boom, done. That's 2 of them. Those are the 2 little guys. So, and that also is meant to go in this little baby envelope like that. So that fits in there. Okay, those 2 are done. We have the 2 bigger ones to do yet. So we're gonna do this one first. So same concept with the vellum. I don't wanna put glue where I'm gonna see it. And you're gonna wonder, well, how do I glue? So in this case, what I would recommend doing is putting your die diamond, yep, it's a diamond, down where you think you're gonna put it. And the note's gonna go right about here, and then my flower is gonna go here. Now, I changed it. I don't know why or accidentally did, but I did do it upside down. And it's all a matter of whatever you want to do. This flower to me looked better on the top than so I liked it better with the flower at the top and the note at the bottom. It's your cards, guys. You can change them however you want. So if you want to do them per the instructions, just know that I'm doing mine opposite the instructions. So I'm going to feel like that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to kind of hold this and prep the glue where those two things are and set that down. So now I'm not worried that I put glue everywhere else. And we don't use a leaf on here because that is the leaf there. So we're gonna put that back. And now this one also has one of those big bows that are coming out the back end of the label. So we're gonna do that ourselves with our hands. So take your two bunny ears, I flip them together, and you can adjust it as necessary. We're just gonna make it extra long. Then this is gonna tuck out the back here. So I want that one to be a little bit bigger. I want that one to be a little smaller. And I'm gonna put that again down with the tear and tape. Just a little short piece of that's gonna hold that to the back of the label. See, something like that. Come on, little guy. And then prep the back with dimensionals. Something like that. Where'd my end go? There it is. I want him to be seen. So that's gonna pop right about there. And then the flower overlaps slightly over here. And for the most part, I'm not gonna end up with any dimensionals there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 4 dimensionals on this. And I might find where I put my little baby ones over here. I'll put one right over there too. So much hearts and love coming through. I love it. Okay, that guy's gonna go something like that. Trim your little tail. That's it for this one, guys. Nothing crazy, but that diamond looks awesome with the little rose buds in the back and a little blue flower. So there's that card, and then that will match with, there's the green striped envelope in there. Okay, and then lastly is this guy. So this is where it comes in, where if you feel like you want to change these cards in any way, you can add to them. Like if you want to, you could cut this off here, trim this down to be a skinnier mat, use this for your inside mat, and you could add green behind it. Because, let me grab some garden green just to show you what I'm talking. So this is where if you want to spruce it up a little, if you cut this and trimmed it down and added that as your mat, wouldn't that be super pretty to put that like matted on a green card base like that? So just know that just because they are set for you doesn't mean you can't alter them a little bit. So here's some more. You know, Deanne, you don't like the bow behind stuff. You know, I'm okay with it in some aspects. So like, I liked it. I like it on that card. Like, I don't mind it there. But sometimes if your bow, like, it just has to turn out good. If the bow doesn't look right behind there, like this one, I'm like, it moved around a little bit. And so if find a different way to add a bow. So here, I'll change this one up. And if you don't like the bow, oh, there's glue on there. Let's get that off of there. Don't know where that came from. Here, I'm gonna show you a different way to do the bow on this card. So same thing here, I'm gonna guess. So let's put, we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals, and I'm not gonna put the bow behind here, just to show you a difference, what it looks like without the bow behind. So we're gonna pop this up. Something like that. And these are going to go here, here, something like that. So let's get some dimensionals behind these. So those two, the majority of this is going to get dimensionals. So, oh, I'm almost done with this sheet. I'm going to do that. One more there. A little bit of liquid glue here on the corner because a lot of it overlaps, or enough of it overlaps that I'm going to put a little liquid glue there. Get that right about there. This one, we're going to put a little dimensional on the corner here. And then we're going to put a little liquid glue here. So he's snuck on here good. And then this, see, I don't have that stuck, so I can just sneak that right in there. Okay, so now I've got it all laid up on the vellum. So then I can flip it over. And I'm going to put liquid glue just where I can see my white through it. Put that on the card front. Now, bow. I am an ultimate fan of the bow maker. If you guys haven't figured that out yet, just watch any of my videos, and I always find ways to put bows on stuff. I would prefer to make a bow and maybe tuck it right there. And I'm going to make it a triple bow, just because I want to have more bunny ears. And it's a little more full then. As I use my bow maker, you guys, when you get your bow maker from me, if your nail holes, and Danny mentioned this to me yesterday, the nail holes start to stretch as you use them. And so your nails have a little bit more wiggle room. And that's going to happen over time. It's wood. Wood is soft, and it may come across as hard, but as you wear that hole, what you can do, Danny, you're going to have to, if you're still watching, you're going to have to comment what you did. But something about a tack, but you could also take and put tape on the end of your nails and put them in, and then that will make them a little bit sturdier. So this bow maker, I've been using it for many years, and I try to keep at the base of the nail so that it's not at the top, because mine, they tend to go together at the top because of how much I use it. So 3 might have been a little bit much, but we're gonna go with it. And because it's this coppery, cordy wiring stuff, it's really slippery. So you gotta tighten that knot really good. Okay. Let's see what our bow looks like. So this is what I made. So like Deanne just mentioned, she doesn't necessarily always like the bows behind. And I don't always either. I like cutesy little bows on the side that tuck like this. So grab the glue dot then. And that's going to get wedged right in the corner where my purple flower meets my label. And get your bunny ears good. Oh, orthodontic wax. Okay, so Danny just replied. She got a little pack of orthodontic wax and used that to fill the holes. The nails will go through, but it holds it in place. Perfect. So you guys, this is how I changed this up from the picture. So the original had the bow underneath, and I just think it's cuter having the bow on the right side right here. So, whew, there we go. We got each of those cards done. This stuff is so wiry, you almost got to use tape to, I always fold my tape over, and then you got a little tab to hang on to when you want to pull it off. So, okay. So that was with this one. So we got all 4 cards done from the Dear Friend. So this is an all-inclusive kit called Hello Dear Friend. It came with the stamps that look like this, and it had a little baby Misty Moonlight ink, and you got 3 cards of 4 styles. So wonderful. All right, let's move on. Danny's back. So let's do the citrus kit next. Citrus. Okay, so Leslie, I'm sorry, but you are amazing will end up being last. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one is an all-inclusive. Came with a Night of Navy baby, and I'm going to use my Night of Navy big one. The stamps I have from a previous kit, so I'm going to use my previously used ones so that I'm not going to use the new ones. They might potentially be won by somebody today. And I had leftover twine that I'm going to use from that. The kit cover on this one matches as well. It's got little citrus lemons and limes on the top. And let's open this up. So there's our paper. So I don't know if I have samples of this one. So look at this though. You get this whole big daddy sheet of dimensionals. It is a lot bigger than a normal size. So you got mama, daddy, and baby. Look at that. Okay, yep, that's, I did say that. All different size dimensionals are envelopes, you guys. Check out these envelopes. Okay, you've got the yellowy polka dots, and then you've got the lemons and grapefruit, it looks like, there. So you've got really pretty insides to your envelopes. And you get a block in here. So look at this block. They mean business with this block. That is exactly what the block that I had earlier is from this kit, the citrus one. Like it's double the depth of the other one, or height, or whatever you want to call it. And so in this one, yes, exactly. Oh, so here's what Danny was saying. It comes with a whole little baggie of these teeny tiny itsy bitsy little flowers. You thought I was going to say itsy bitty spiders, but it's itsy bitsy little flowers. So here's the twine. So I'm going to use up some of the ones that I have started. Card kits. Oh my gosh. Okay, big dimensionals here. Those are bigger than normal because you can see the size difference. Sometimes they give you small ones and sometimes it's bigger ones. So we got our sheet of dimensionals. Let's grab our instructions here. All right, so this one's called Simply Citrus. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And I'm guessing there's 3 of each one. You need the Night of Navy ink, and we're stamping sentiments on the labels, and then it's a little bit of assembly. So nothing too crazy, but let's get our piles situated. So we have one of each ready to go. So we've got a green, I'll put that there. So there are 3 of each. So there's 3 green ones. There's gonna be 3 orange ones. Let's get this here. Move that. These are some die cuts. So we have a yellow one. Oh, Danny, did I say embellishments? Oh, no. Yes, they're dimensionals, not embellishments. These little guys are mini glue dots. They are not embellishments. You could probably make them as embellishments. Okay, so then we've got this Just Jade one, and then we also have this one here. So there's 5 cards, 3 of each. These are our different labels. They were glue dots. I don't know. I can't remember what I said anymore. Maybe I said it wrong. All I know is Danny thought that they were embellishments, and she tried to use them as embellishments, and they're glue dots. Okay, let's look here. So this guy goes with the jade. So there's that. Then there's this piece right here, goes with the greenie down there. And then we have 3 banners. So I have all 3 of those pieces. I popped them all out at the same time. The banner goes with this one. And then you have this is for the yellow one. This one with the orangies or lemonies or lemons. Lemons goes with that one. And then there's some skinny little strips here of banners. This navy. Oh, look at this. Oh, are they all the same? Here, I got to get them lined up, and then they're easy to pop out together. So this goes with the jade. And then a skinny one goes with the orange. And then this must be the same. And then that goes with green. Okay. So we got all that stuff popped out. So that's, Danny, you probably had your pieces popped out so long ago already. All right. We're going to do some stamping, and then we're going to do the assembly. Okay, so let's grab one of each of these. So this one, that. And move these out of the way. So the stamps that come with this one, I love it. Hello, sunshine. You guys know I love the sun. So it says, way to go, just a note. Thanks for being you. Hello, sunshine. So I'm definitely going to do, I like the hello, sunshine, and just a note. So those will be good for me. Let's see here. Just that one will be the sunshine. Thanks. Oh, let's do a thanks for being you. Did I accidentally grab? Oh, they're the same size. So those two are the same. We'll do just a note, and then we'll do thanks for being you on this. Now, this one also comes with some fun stuff. It's got a lemon or a lime, and then it's got the slice here, and it's got some leaves and some little baby flowers. So these are the stamps that come with this set, along with the Baby Night of Navy. The citrus is awesome, yeah. Yo, Melanie's a citrus girl, I love it. I love citrus too. So my grandparents used to winter down in Florida, both sets of them. And my Grandpa Haas and Grandma Haas, they had an orange tree and a grapefruit tree. And it was so awesome. They would give us fresh grapefruit and fresh oranges. I loved it. Okay, so Night of Navy. These are photopolymer stamps. I'm gonna grab my piercing mat and we're gonna do just a note. Let's see here. Grab this scrap paper. Perfect. That Night of Navy looks nice. And you can see there's actually stitching. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. There's stitching on one side, but not on the other. So make sure you catch that if you're doing this kit. Danny. Okay, so just a note goes here. Oh, Mo's on. Mo, I did Hello Dear Friend already. So you'll be able to catch the replay. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Lisa. So Mo, I just finished up Hello Dear Friend. So it was the second one. I did Posies first, and then I did Hello Dear Friend. And now we're doing the citrus kit. So there's just a note, and then we're gonna stamp thanks for being you on our circle piece here. That'll go here. Oh, it's down a little low. I think I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I love it, Danny. Your grandpa had a lemon bush. So you had lemon bread. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so we got thanks for being you there. And then the last one is Hello Sunshine. We're gonna put that on the skinny ones here. So white on white is really hard to see. So if it makes it easier for you guys, when you can see it better, look at that. When you have a dark background on the white versus white on white, it really helps for you to see it better. So we're gonna do a Hello Sunshine there. Okay, so if you have orange or yellow ink pad, you could definitely, on the inside of your cards, stamp some of those little slices or the little, where are they? Right here. On the inside of your card, you could definitely do some of these to decorate them if you wanted. So let's clean these really quick so that they're done. And then we're gonna assemble these 4 cards. So the thing with kits, if you're not realizing or didn't realize before and you're seeing now, is that they really truly do go together very quickly. If you can process like a mass production type thing where you do all your stamping and then you make all your bows and then you, hi Danielle Walker, and you make it as a step process very easily. You could put together, you saw that I did 4 cards, really maybe in less than a half an hour. You could do all of the cards easily in an hour. So if you need some cards quick, having one of these kits on standby, you could just pull out all the pieces that you need and put it together really quickly. So we're gonna do the green one first, just because it was on the top here. This is a horizontal card, but if you want, you could always change it to be a vertical card. So it's horizontal and it has, oh man, you guys, there's more stamping. I almost didn't catch it, but look at this. Do you see that? The leaves are stamped and there's these little flowers. So let's go ahead and pull that back out just to show you how that coordinates. So we're gonna do little stars and the little leaves. Danny, did you catch that on yours? Did you think I almost missed that, I bet. So let's pull this back out. We're gonna just use this as a base here. And because it's photopolymer, you should be able to see these over the top. So I always, when I'm trying to line something up, I hover over the top until I get it where I think I want it. Look at that. Okay, that was good. And they did theirs off a little bit, but I did mine right on. So I hover over the top until I get it where I think I want it, and then I check it again before I do it. So that's a bit of leave over the top of the green. Oh, so there's off a little. Then there's also these little star thingies. I do say thingies, guys. Over there, and then it looks like there's some there, and there's some down there. Boom. Okay, so extra little bit of stamping, and that we didn't see that. Same stamping on the teal one. Oh, yes. So as long as, Luann, good call. Let's pull this one here. Whoa, it's all over the place. Oh, look at all that. That's a lot. Okay, so there's, did you got, yeah, Luann just caught that. They are stamped all over. So now I have to be careful because some of them go over the edge and I don't want to get my card base messed up. But just adds a little bit of outline to these. Oh, and see, I'm if I don't go slow, I do go over the edge. So let's grab our sheet here because some of it will be off the edge. And all the lemons are actually outlined, or these limey orange are, they're outlined too. So let's see, that guy goes there. I wonder that guy goes there. And the slices, yes, I just noticed that too, Luann. The slices too. So that's there. Have fun with this, Danny. You get to do all three of yours. That goes there. So I'm off kilter on a few of them, and that's okay. If they all look like they're a little off kilter, then it looks like it was supposed to be that way, right? But just don't miss one by accident. It adds a lot of, let's see here, let's compare them. You can see a difference here, what it looks like with it done and without it done. So if you don't like it, don't do it. But if you like it, do it. That's what I have to say about that. Then, the slices though. I personally am not a fan so much of putting the blue over the slices. I didn't mind over the leaves, but I think I'm going to leave my slices naked, actually. We're not going to put navy over the slices like they have it. I think I like it better not done. So we're going to end that there. Okay, this, I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. So you guys, when you get to the end of your sheet like this, grab your glue scissors and you can cut yourself, don't cut yourself, but cut your dimensionals into chunks like this, because then you can use the ends up and then you don't waste a single little piece of these. Okay, so that's good. And put them all the way around your card. It adds depth, it sure does. The leaves added depth, but I don't know if I liked the slices having that extra depth. So, all right, so that's a little bit of dimensional here. It brought out the leaves really good, and I like that. So this one gets adhered down closer to the left edge. I like the leaves better with the stamping, adds more depth. Yes, yep, I definitely agree. The leaves, I liked adding that. So this goes something like that. And then there's that little blue, oh, where did I put it? Right here. So the little blue is gonna go behind here and then Hello Sunshine. So what I'm gonna do for this, I'm actually gonna glue the little blue banner. What do I wanna do? I wanna glue the blue banner down, and I'm gonna pop up the Hello Sunshine. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue here and set our banner in that, like that. Now, this is hanging over the edge quite a bit, so I will actually take one of my dimensionals and put that so that it has some support on that side. Then we have a bow here, but we just talked about the bows like that are underneath. I am also in agreement with Deanne that I like them more traditional on the bow maker, and I'm gonna make myself a bow and tuck it in the corner there. And it looks like they dimensionalized theirs, but I'm gonna glue mine flat because I feel like it'll pop up a little bit. Let's pop it. Once you pop, you can't stop, right? So let's pop that up. Oh, I just lost those. And we'll put that there and that there. And then we're gonna make ourselves a little baby bow. So that'll go here. Grab the bow maker. We're gonna go for a triple, right? So I did notice sometimes you guys, when you get ribbon, I have found sometimes they end a roll or they end the master roll and they have to start the new roll and they will tie things together or tape them together. So I noticed on here that that happened to me on mine, and that is common. I mean, sometimes you can go a long time without seeing that happen, but just know if you do see it happen, it's not anything out of the ordinary. Hi, Hillary. So I'm making the triple bow with the twine that came in the kit. And then that is gonna get put on with a glue dot as well. So grab your glue dots. And that I'm gonna tuck it right in the corner here of my label and that navy banner behind there. So I'm more of a fan of little baby cutesy bows like that on my ends. You could have probably put it up there too if you wanted, but I liked it tucked down there. I like that better than what we were talking about. It's underneath here. So, oh, last but not least though, you got all these little itsy bitsy baby flowers. So Danny did not want to get them out of the bag, and I completely understand why. So you got these big dimensional or glue dots. These are actually, I tested this just now. It actually sticks to the paper, which is cool. Or I should say the acetate sheet, because then you can put your little flower on there and then just peel it off of the flower, off of the sheet. So that, look at that. They just come right off, and then you can prep them by putting them on like one at a time and then peeling them off. So it looks like there's two there and there's one over here. They're really hard to see, guys. You guys probably can't even see there, but there's one there and there's two there. And there's so many of them, you're gonna have a lot extra, so you could add more to your cards if you want. So I got that one ready to go. But you could add little diamonds in the middle of those or little pearls in the middle of those. But so there's one card done for the citrus kit. Then let's work on this teal one. We'll do that next. This one looks like it has twine wrapped around it. What color is the twine? The twine is, it looks like Flirty Flamingo. So I wonder, let's look in here really quick. Your kit includes, Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral and white baker's twine. So this is another horizontal card, and I'm going to glue this flat because it's got twine wrapped around it. So Luann, it was Calypso Coral, and this is going to get glued flat right on the card like this. And then it looks like it has twine wrapped around. Now, I am sure that they wrapped their twine around and tied it as a bow as part of the twine. I don't operate that way. That's not how this girl does her bows or her twine. Hi, Leslie. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep a piece of tear-in tape, and I like to wrap my twine around. Well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap it around twice, and then we're gonna make our own bow. And I don't want them to be crossed on that side. And we're gonna tape that down. We're gonna trim that. So now I've basically just wrapped it around twice. And then I'm gonna make myself a bow and put it right over the top with a glue dot. I am not a fan of wrapping around and trying to make a bow. I'm not good at that. So I don't tend to do that very often. So we're gonna get that moved up right there. we are going to pop this up. So so one of my things that when I do ribbon down the middle and then I put a banner over the top, I try not to put the dimensionals right in the middle because it will rock. So what I will do is I will take the edge of my dimensionals and I will create a track. So what we'll do is cut that, and I'll put this along the bottom edge, and then I'll put one along the top edge, and we'll just get a little bit more. And what this does then is it allows so that you're not rocking your label. Oh, that might be too long. You're not rocking the label over the ribbon. So you're creating a channel. That's what I always have in my head. It's a channel. And then you put that over the ribbon or the twine, whatever it is that you're using. And it's right in the middle of it, so then it doesn't rock. Okay, and then it's really secure on the top and the bottom. So we've got here the circle is thanks for being you. And I want to put a dimensional on the top and the bottom, and I'm going to put liquid glue in the middle. Hi, Angie Liner. So we're going to put that like that. And now, lastly, we got to get our bow here. So grab the bow maker, and you could do a double bow, a single bow, whatever you want, triple bow, but I'm going to do a double bow. And I'm going to do a double bow because I have 2 of my twine there, so I'm going to keep it consistent with 2 then to make it look like it was all one. Okay. There's that. Put that back. Grab the glue dots. So you could use those, or you could use, if you have a roll of glue dots, can go right there, and then you're gonna just secure that right on the ribbon. Okay, so I have the hardest time doing everything as all one thing with the ribbon. To me, this is so much easier to put on, and your bow looks a lot prettier like that, I think. It's easier. So, all right, so that is the second card. Let's flip here and see what we have left. Oh, wait, did we have little flowers that went on here? A little memento por favor. Oh man, hang on, can't forget the embellishing. So we've got a flower up here. So I love it when these glue dots stick to the paper. Like in this case, that one didn't stick. It's not paper, it's actually like a clear plastic acetate. Let's get some more of these little flowers out. Yeah, Sandy says there's that perfection showing up. Yep. You betcha. Okay, then we'll put one over there. Get down. And then there's going to be one over on the other side. These are so hard to see. They're frosted. Okay, so that one's going to go over there. Now I can say that that card's done. You can see just little flowers are iridescent kind of and frosty. Okay. 3 more on this one. And then we move on to You Are Amazing. This one is pretty easy actually. This guy, you fold it in half. And we're gonna pop up our label. Now they made a double bow and they have it tucking underneath. They actually don't have part of it showing there. And I like that. Oh, how about Stella on the lemon? And yes, Danny, Stella it up. I am not Stella-ing any of my cards at the moment because I feel like we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 more cards to make. So definitely, guys, make sure you Stella your cards. That is quite awesome. If you Stella your cards, it will make them look juicy, your fruit. Yes, I definitely agree. So just a note, same thing here. If you put dimensionals right in the middle, it's going to pop that up even higher. So if you don't want it popped up higher, what you would do is put dimensionals along the top. And I have some skinny ones here, so I'll put 2 here. And then I'll put 2 along the bottom. So that's where that's going to stick. But then I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue right through the middle. So right there. This was probably the easiest card right here. I'm trying to center this on my banner. Like that. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Okay, so let's do this. Make a bow. So they did a double bow. I'm going to do the same thing. Make a double bow. And we're going to stick that right on the left-hand side, or you could do the right side of your label, whichever you like better. Okay. Mary Gunn just messaged me. She said there's going to be a lot of purple cards for card submissions this week. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go with mine right over here. I know that the sample here shows it. Well, you can't even see that, guys. The bow is over on this side, but I think I like it over here. So I think that's where mine's going to go. And I'm going to grab one of these and put that right on the edge of Glory right there. Now, this one has 5 of these little flowers. Stella is the way to go. You go, girl. Now this, if we're lucky, they'll just kind of gently pull off the paper. And we're going to do 5 because there's so many flowers. You guys, there's probably 100 flowers in there. So we're going to do 2 there. Oh, that one didn't want to come. That one. So I like it when these mini glue dots work in this manner where you can pick the waxy part off and then you can just put your embellishment on them and then pick them off. So we're going to do one over there, there, and boom. Press them down. All right, card number 3. Voila, as Kelly would say. Then let's go to, this looks like a mango melody to me. It's so bright, look at that. And it's like the picture doesn't show it quite like that. All right, burnish your edge. Now let's see what we got here. We've got this banner. It looks like it's got ribbon, again, there's ribbon wrapped around and tied as a bow. I'm not gonna go that route. I'm gonna probably wrap mine around and then put the bow on the top because that's how I do it. So it does look like it's, let's do that bow first. So tear and tape. I like to do my tear and tape sandwich. So this will go here, here. And so what I do, I don't wrap all the way around because you use ribbon or twine that you don't necessarily need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my tail here and I weave it back and forth. So I just came right to my tear and tape, rounded, and then I went right back. I'm going to cut the end and use 2 more pieces of tear and tape to cover that. Now I'm not going to peel the waxy paper off because I want to make this into a banner that's popped up. And if you peel that waxy paper off with having dimensionals, it'll want to press down and stick there. So we're just going to put, I'm trying to use up, you guys look, I used up a sheet of dimensionals, woohoo! A little excessive on this one, but hey, it's done. And we're gonna put one right there. If you try to put a dimensional over the top of the wax paper from the tear and tape, it's not going to stick so well. So you definitely don't want to put it over the top of it. You could put it right next to it, so like right there. That'd be good. Okay, did I forget that one? Yep. Yeah, so that's, so you basically didn't waste ribbon in this area back here because nobody sees that. Okay, we're going to put that like so. And this has this Just a Note. It's right about here. So we're gonna, we'll pop this one up. And then we're gonna make a baby bow, or like a bow for the top, and add some flowers. So Julie Bierschbach has to get this kit now. It's so bright and cheerful, and this is retiring. This one is in the annual catalog, and it's gonna go away as soon as, it's probably at the point where it's like as inventory levels deplenish, I would guess they're not gonna replace it because the catalog is done May 3rd. And it's March 12th, and so there's only a month and a half left of the catalog. I can't picture them ordering more inventory to come in. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I would say if you guys see any of these kits that you like that are in the annual catalog, that you would get them soon. Sooner than later is what I would say. This will go at the top. Grab a glue dot and put that right where you want it. And I'm just kind of securing the ribbon with it and then putting this over the top. Okay, so there's the bow on. I kept it simple. I ran around, well, I didn't go around twice. You saw it, I did. But because I double bunny-eared, I double bunny-eared my loops, it looks like it's all one, right? That's my goal. I always try to make it look like it's all cohesive. Then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 flowers maybe. Remember, odd numbers is good for the flowers. And did you see what I was doing? Is I went every other one, because that allowed me to put them all on at the same time here. So I did that, and then I'm gonna do this one, skip one, and skip one. Oh, that one stuck to my paper. So it's gonna go right there. If any of the kits have refills, grab them. They are a deal. Yes, the refills are awesome. So this one can go there. So by going every other, it allows me to put these all on at the same time. And then I can just easily pick them off all in a row here. So those two are gonna go there. There's one there, and we're gonna do one more. Oh yeah, right there. It was stuck. Okay. Just a note. Nice and simple. It's the colors that pop and are very cool looking. Okay, one left for this kit. Danny, how are you doing? Are you keeping up all right? All right. So, you guys, there's so many glue dots left here. It's crazy. So this one is, it looks like Calypso Coral for the base. And they did the same thing here, guys. It looks like they put the bow underneath. I'm also, you guys can tell now that I'm not such a crazy fan of that. So we're gonna do the same thing we did on this one as we did on the last one. We're gonna take and put some tear-in tape down and make, let's see how that, oh, you guys, yep, we're gonna do it. We're gonna stamp this. I think that they would pop more. So let's grab, I caught it when I looked at it that I think stamping the outline in navy will bring out this little navy strip. So we're gonna go ahead and put the outlines of our leaves on for sure. And I'm contemplating in my head right now, do I do the lemons? And guys, you can vote if you tell me to. I think that I might. I think I'm gonna outline, because right now they look kind of washed out. Stamp the leaves, yep, we're stamping the leaves, and I think we're also gonna stamp, Danny doesn't even try to keep up with me. I did the 3 yellow, orange, 1 of the green polka dots so far. Okay, well, you're doing good. You're getting some done. That's all that matters. So, stamps here. Let's grab this, and we're gonna do the outline because I think it will add to it. And there is a different, you wanna make sure you're doing the right end. The little bumpy outy one, the less rounded, there are 2 different ends on here, so just be careful. Ah, Brenda says, let's do the lemons. Yep, I'm doing it, girlfriend. Oh, I was really far off. Oops. Oh, well, it's gonna get covered up, so don't worry. All right, let's try this one. Yeah, they do look plain. I thought the same thing. That's why I went ahead and I'm doing mine. Okay, so there. And then I think that one goes this way. Okay, yes. See, it really enhanced them. I definitely agree with you guys to stamp them, the outlines. Okay, so let's put that back there. Now, this goes like this. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the last card, where I'm going to put my tear and tape 2 times, not around, but fake around. If there's a term for it, I'd say it's a fake around. And then we're going to make our double bow and tuck it. Yeah, much better. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It gives it some character. So this is going to go, I'm guessing right now, something like that. It might be a little too high, but we're going to do up to the tear and tape and turn around and right to the other side. Grab our scissors, 2 pieces to cover it up. And then we're going to get our dimensionals. You guys, it's such a satisfying feeling finishing a sheet of dimensionals. It's in its entirety. And I got to do it live for you. I generally don't always do that, but I'm like, oh, let's use it up. Let's be done with it. So grab all your ends of your dimensionals. Okay, look at that. One fell swoop, got them all. And this is gonna, oh, they've got it on the right, so we're gonna do the same, just to keep it consistent. There's that, and then there's the little blue strip. So that is gonna rest right above the twine, and I'm gonna put a dimensional on that side. So let's get these little guys here, and one's gonna go there. And then we're gonna use the liquid glue on that side. Danny likes the trick with the twine. Yes, you guys, I've been doing that for a very long time, not wrapping ribbon all the way around. It's called ribbon conservation. I do that with paper as much as possible too. Okay, so there's that. Oh, it's gonna get covered up. I don't want to cover up my pretty ribbon. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave a little bit of a blue border here, and we're gonna not cover up all that pretty ribbon, and we're gonna put that bow right in the corner here. And I'm contemplating, we're gonna pop it up with 3. So you guys, this is where it's a perfect example where you can change things up so that it's exactly how you picture them. And I think I need to do a double stack here. So do you know that this piece is popped up, and when I put this, it's gonna be curving down. So this is called a double stack right here. So we gotta do a double stack for the dimensional on that side so that then it's flush. He's gotta sit right about there. So, because this is popped up once and that's once, then this side needs to have a double. It's like an Oreo cookie. It needs a double stuff. And gotta get that straight. Okay, bow maker. Yes, I love seeing the twine right there. I'm happy that we did that. Then we're gonna make ourselves another double bow. And put that, get in there, little guy. Put that right in the corner there with a glue dot. Hi, Dawn Domke. I hope you're doing good on this Sunday afternoon, early evening. What are we at? I didn't even look at the clock, 6:23. You guys, the daylight savings, it got me today. I slept an extra hour. It felt good, but I was like, all afternoon I thought to myself, gosh, I wish I had that extra hour. Gosh, I wish I had that extra hour. And I know I woke up and I know the clock was right, but I wanted that extra hour. Not to be sleeping, but this girl needed some sleep after taking care of Tyler for the last week and a half. My body needed some sleep. So, all right, so this little glue dot's gonna get right in the corner there, and that's gonna go right there. I like that, you guys. See, you can see the twine wrapped around there. I like that a lot better. Okay, then We're gonna have to put some more flowers on. Flower power, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 3 of them. Oh, look at this, I got 3 right here on the end. 1, 2, 3, and we've got some flowers. So these little flowers, keep control of where they are if you're doing this kit, because they are very see-through and you can't always find them. So there's 2, and then the last one's gonna go over right there. Okay, we're gonna put that extra flower away right away. Okay, all right. I like this one, I think it's my favorite. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, there's one more flower, hang on. Let's put this away and I'll go back. So we've got the yellow, we've got a green. You guys weren't seeing these samples as I was doing because I didn't have one made. And then here's this one. I think that orange one's my favorite. They're all pretty. They're very bright and cheerful. Okay. Citrus. What is this one called? Citrus. Simply Citrus is done. 15 cards, 3 with 5 designs. That's what that kit is all about. All right, Leslie. Last but not certainly least, we have the You Are Amazing kit. And that is in the new mini catalog. It's available through June 30th. And I changed mine up a little bit. So we'll go through and show you how I changed mine up. And let's get this back on here. So I've got some blocks to use. And we'll start over. What? You chose orange. I know, right, Luann? Because there wasn't purple to choose from. And it's coral. I'd have to say it's more coral than orange. So that's probably why I chose that. So let's see. Let's clean up on like a little space. We've got one more card kit. If Megan says if she won the lottery, she'd order all of them. Okay, let's see what we got here. You Are Amazing. It's not an all-inclusive. It's a project kit. So if you want to add stuff, you would add the stamps. And, oh man, I don't think I pulled the ink pads, but I have them right here. So we need Pretty Peacock, Mango Melody, and Bermuda Bay. So I believe that those are the colors. If you're wondering, all you have to do is look in the catalog. It tells you what to add. Oh, Flirty Flamingo and Granny Apple. So let's see here. I didn't use all those colors. I did use Bermuda. I used Peacock. That's what I did. So Leslie, I switched mine up a little bit. I did not like, I'll seriously tell you guys, I did not like this Granny Apple on this card. And I didn't like light colors for sentiments because you don't see them as good. So I definitely switched them and I made Bermuda Bay be the color for the ink on this card, which it was Mango Melody. On this card, they used Flirty Flamingo, and I used Pretty Peacock, which I liked a little bit better. And on this one, instead of using Granny Apple Green, I used the Peacock because it brought out the peacock in the border here. So it goes to show you that you can change things up if you want. I did not use Mango Melody on the outside, but like on the inside here, I used Mango Melody for the little stars. So a little bit of switcherooing things. And so just keep that in mind that if you don't like the way that something is presented to you, you can change it. It's okay. So we're gonna do Hip Hip Hooray for the one. Now you guys, it's really crazy, but my stamp is like, look at that. Can you guys see? There's no edge here, but there's a lot of edge here. It's not centered. So look what happened to me when I stamped my card. It's way off to the right, okay? I live with it. It is the way it is. But knowing that, I'm gonna make sure when I stamp this, I'm gonna stamp, what am I gonna do? I gotta make up for it because my margin is big there. So I have to, instead of centering it, I'm gonna move mine over when I stamp this. I'm gonna do it right this time. Yeah, so that's just a little hint. You want to look at the back of your stamps. I think that happened on this one too. You can see here there's a lot of margin on that side and there's hardly any margin on that side. So these stamps got off kilter a little bit. It doesn't mean that they're bad. just means that you have to compensate for it. So they still stamp perfectly fine. Here's the blue box. Oh my gosh. So another one where if you want to get a set of this and make this as a gift for somebody and then gift it in the box, I think they would love it. So I think, you guys, I'm not going to use this twine because I have my kit that I made for my sample. So I'm going to go grab that twine quick. But what we're going to do is open this. And this is 4 cards, 4 of each card. I'm throwing everything on my floor. I don't know if you noticed that. So let's grab this. Okay. Envelopes. Let's look at them. I always like to see what they look like. There's 4. There's 2 styles, one with the Bermuda Bay inside and then one with the Mango Melody in the inside. So there's 16 envelopes, 8 of each color. And you're gonna have bases and mats. So let's think here. We're gonna do the same thing that we were doing is making piles. So there's 1 card that looks like that, 1 base like that. There's this base with the, oh my gosh, look at that. Because there's foil. It's so cool. And there's 1 just regular peacock base. Then this goes with the peacock. The vellum goes with that. Then there's some punch outs, and we'll get to those in a second. Let's see what's back here. There's another piece of vellum. Oh, these guys. All right, they pop. There's banners, so we might as well pop those out. Okay, so we need 1 of those for which card? It must go with that one. Okay, there. What else do we have? There's the peacock rectangles. They go with this card. So we'll put this there. Let's rip that off. Okay. You guys, I have a pile of garbage here. All right. The yellow banner, it's Mango Melody. That goes with this one. And then there's some circles. Circles go with that one. Oh, I got these wrong. This goes with, you guys probably would have told me that. That goes with that. That goes with that. Then there's this foil, Bermuda Bay foil die cuts here. Very, very snazzy. So the circles go with this one. And then there's some label looking ones. And they go, that goes with this one. There's some scalloped rectangles. And they go with this one. And then let's see what's left here. Ooh, there's gold foil strips here too. So pull those out. 2, 3. So you have 4 of everything. There's not a lot of extra pieces in this card kit at all. This goes with that one. Then you have these stars in multicolors. That goes with that one. And then what's left here? 4 sheets of labels. So that one, that one. So you guys, I don't know if you would all do these like this. Like I hold all of them at the same time and pop them out. Or if you do them all individually. Don't be afraid to do them all at the same time. So this is a lot of extra pieces here. I'm going to grab 1 of each of these. So we'll stamp them all at the same time. And yes, Leslie, this box is beautiful. So this is all extra. We'll get to that another day. So this is the circle-y one over there with the thanks. So we'll do thanks on that. That's happy birthday. Okay, let's just set this stuff. We're gonna do some stamping and then we're going to assemble. You are amazing. Okay, so we're gonna do this one first. The hip hip hooray in our really off stamp here. That gets stamped on here and I did mine in Bermuda Bay. So Leslie, if you want to do that, great. Or if you want black would probably be fine too. Let's see what it looks like when we stamp here. If my ink is good. Good. Oh, but here, did you see what just happened? When I practice stamped, I got a halo down there and halo there. So I want to be very careful when I do this, not to get a halo. because in this case, there's gold edging around the label, and if you flip it over, there's not. So that's why I just went with this. So I might practice on the other side just to see once what happens. And I said I need to go over to the left a little, but you guys remember here, stamping white on white is really hard to see. So I'm gonna go over on this side. Okay, so I did pretty good with centering, but I got the halo down there. So I'm glad that I practiced. Now I'm not gonna press so hard over there. So Julie just said the amazing kit is on back order until tomorrow. So hopefully it comes off a back order, and then you guys could get this on your next order if you want to. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing on here, but not pushing really hard, but I'm putting nice even pressure. Okay, better than that one, but still off to the right a little, but we go with it. So that's good, and that's it for this stamp. Then we're gonna do, yes, you could definitely trim your stamp, Luann, absolutely. I have a Stampin' Up! Scissors that is specifically for rubber stamps, cutting rubber stamps, and it's up in my craft room. And if I think of it someday, I would definitely trim that off and be done with it and never have to deal with it again. Absolutely. You guys, do not be afraid to trim your stamps. My scissors down here, the paper snips are not good for cutting rubber. So I would definitely not recommend that. I'm gonna do Pretty Peacock for the thanks. Yes, Deanne, today was Share It Sunday. Did you not see the post come through? I can check with Kelly if it didn't, because normally Kelly publishes the Share It Sundays. So I got the halo again. So again, I would take my rubber stamp scissors and cut that off. But knowing that I don't have it here, I'm just gonna make sure I don't stamp very hard here. You could clean it, but okay, so that needs to go to the left a little bit. And see once what happens. Good, look at that, I love it. Okay, so that one's done. Then You Are Amazing goes on this one. So let's grab You Are Amazing. Now, you guys, you don't have to buy the stamp set to go with these cards. If you have different sentiments at home, you can definitely use what you guys have at home and not purchase the stamp set. If the stamp set doesn't trip your trigger or get you going, use something that does. Okay, let's practice on that. Oh, same thing. I would definitely cut that. Hi, Vicky Fritz. Okay. But I'm going to just be very careful and not push really hard there. And that one's centered pretty good. So we're going to go right there. Yes, you could, Brenda. You could definitely wipe it off with the tip of your chamois. If you don't trust yourself with not pushing too hard, you could do that. But I've learned that I am okay stamping with a messy stamp on the bottom. As long as I practice first and know that it does that, then I generally myself am good with winging it and just not pushing too hard where there's ink there. But I know in class, when I have class here, I see a lot of the time my ladies do take a wet wipe or the chamois and wipe that off so that they don't risk it, because sometimes it's better not to risk it. But I'm a mad stamping machine right now, guys, and I know I'm on 2.5 hours, and we have to assemble these cards and do the paper pumpkin cards, the two that I promised you. So I'm not gonna wipe off the stamp. I would not trust I know, Brenda, that's exactly it. That's why if you don't trust yourself, you take a wet wipe or the chamois and you can clean off the end of the edge of the stamp. Definitely. Okay, what's left here? We have the bubbly one, the word bubble. That is in Bermuda Bay. And I think the same, look at that, same thing happened here. So I gotta move over, Red Rover. No, what is it? Move over, Red Rover, send like Leslie right over. For some reason, is that common? Yes, you're gonna have a harder time with halos with the red rubber stamps because there's that foam in here. There's foam with red rubber stamps, whereas in photopolymer stamps, you don't have that foam. And when you have that foam, it makes you push, and you guys probably didn't see that, but watch. When you guys push hard, you're gonna get that because that extra cushion is there for the push-in, right? So you, with photopolymer stamps, don't necessarily have that foam. So don't press, one is don't press too hard into the ink, and then just lightly put good even pressure on. So I know that I'm way far to the left here, so I wanna go more to the left. And you can see that when I practice, I pushed really hard, but when I go to stamp my image on here, I think that I actually have to go this way. I said that backwards. I think I need to go more right about, I'm guessing now. I'm trying to figure out which way I need to go. But what I'm doing is I'm not pressing super hard so that the foam pushes into my label. I'm just putting nice even pressure throughout here and letting the ink soak in. And I did it wrong. So I should have gone more to the right because of the way that my stamp is set up. But did you see that? I had all that ink over on the side here, but I didn't press hard over there, so I didn't get the halo. But that's what happens when you press really hard on that side with all the ink. We're gonna go with it. All right, so that's the bit of stamping. Now for my insides, Leslie, this is what I did for, I'll show you what I did for some of the insides. I stamped the happy birthday with some of the stars up there. And I don't know if I did it on any other one. Ha! That's the only one I did it on. But just to show you, that's what I used the stars for. And let's get that clean. So I went with the Bermuda and the peacock for my colors for my sentiments. Okay. So I think now that's it. You guys, it's basically stamping sentiments. And they included a little word bubble here. So there's a big word bubble that you could stamp in a lighter color and maybe put some words over the top of it. Okay. I'm going to go get my green. So this is Granny Apple Green, I think, with white. I'm going to go get mine that's already open so that I don't have to use that one because there's plenty left over. Okay, so this is the green ribbon. And what I did on the top of this one is I made a triple bow that is a smaller triple bow. Yeah, you could put some, yeah, you're right. I have some of those flowers. Yes, those white frosty flowers. So what Leslie just said is to put some of those, or Luann just said to put some of those frosty flowers in that area. You can, that's exactly it. Yep, I'll do that. So I'm going to make myself a triple bow for the one card that's to my left here on the top. You guys are getting a lot of bow maker action here today too. Yeah, if you need some good birthday, like way to go sentiments, that stamp set is a good one, Linda. I like the fonts, and they're just all different. They're not the same font. So that's sometimes nice to get too. All right, so there's our one bow. That's gonna go for that card. I'll show you what I did on this. I definitely did something different than what they did on the kit. This one is a double bow and that's a triple bow. So I'm gonna move these over. And we're gonna make the double bow for the one card. I bet you guys at home that have your bow makers are loving them because it makes for an easy bow. So there's our double, and then we're gonna make one more triple for the other card. And then we're gonna get right down to it and put some cards together. Okay, so there's that triple. This thing right here, what did okay. Let me show you what I did for that when we get to that card. So we'll save that for a second. Okay, this one first. That looks like this one. Move that there. So our mat here can get glued down with some adhesive. Make sure your flowers are going up and down, not that you accidentally glue them upside down. That happens if you're not paying attention. And then we have 2 circles here, and they are overlaying each other. So, hi Karen Drain from Michigan. This one is going to go right about here, and then the other one overlays it like that. Did you throw the bubble sentiment on the floor? No. Why? Randy, you're asking if I threw it on the floor. I don't know. I don't think so. It's there. Did I use I think that's what you're asking. The thanks here is going to be popped up with dimensionals. So grab your dimensionals and put maybe 3 or 4 of them, whatever you want. And yeah, so you would miss, Linda, you would miss these stamp sets because they're featured with the kits. They're not in the catalog, like later on. So this one's gonna go something like that. And then our bow goes on the side with a mini glue dot. Let's throw that on the floor. I am throwing garbage on the floor, Randy. I got a little pile next to me of a mess. So our little glue dot's gonna go on the end, and I'm using my triple bow that I just made to go there. Okay, let's get our little tails coming down like that. So that's the one card. Very easy. It's nice to put together. There's just a little bit of glue, a little dimensional. So that's the first one. All right, that's done. Then let's do this one next. So that's this one here. So this is the one, pretty easy to put together as well. The gold strip will go down first, so make sure your card's opening that way. And just put a little adhesive on this. We're gonna put it flat, and we're gonna center it right in the middle of our card, top to bottom. Be careful not to get glue on the foil. It's really hard to get off unless you're using adhesive eraser. Oh, that doesn't want to stick, so let's just hold it again for a second. I'm noticing that it didn't want to adhere, so I just got to put a little pressure on that so the glue sticks like that. Then the vellum goes next, and remember, we don't want to put glue at the top or the bottom, so I'm only going to put it near the center here where it's going to get covered up. And that's centered top to bottom, like that. And then we have our foil piece. So I'm gonna pop that up with dimensionals. Okay, so the one you stamped, did you throw the bubble sentiment? So you guys are trying to tell me something. Randy asked, did you throw the bubble sentiment on the floor? And then you put the one that I stamped. And then Jean said she'll realize it's missing when she gets to that card. And I've been trying to figure out what you guys are talking about, the bubble stamp. And so I thought you meant that as the bubble stamp. And I'm like, no, I don't think I threw the bubble stamp on the floor, but maybe you guys got to write out a little bit more so sometimes I don't get things right away. My mind is trying to like talk about what we're doing, and so sometimes I don't always put it together really quickly. So this one can go on this. So Danny says to be careful with the adhesive eraser on DSP. She tried to get the glue off one piece today and totally ruined a little area. Had to cover with embellishments. Embellishments fix everything. They sure do. So then we have this sentiment right here. And that goes over here. Bye, Kathy King. We'll see you later. Okay, that's gonna go on here. Now, gluing on foil paper does take an extra second to dry. Not the stamp, the one you stamped for the card. Okay. Stamped on the papers. Did I forget something? Bye, Kathy. Oh, bye, Dan. Yep, Danny's saying bye, Kathy. Okay, this one can go right here. So this one I just did a double bow. So that'll go here, right at the top. And that's what we got for that card. So that one went together super easy after you had it stamped. So let's see here. Bubbles on the cards. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about this. Did I throw this on the floor? That's what you guys are asking, I think. So I'm thinking I'm catching what you're throwing. We'll see here when we get to it. Did I put it on the floor? Ah! I get what you guys are saying now. Okay, we'll have to see if I can find it. I think you meant that where I put that stamped one. So we'll see. We're gonna do this one next because I know I have the pieces here for that. Oh, maybe it's stuck on the back of a card. So this one goes here. So we're gonna do this one actually. There's that. Okay. Yes, okay. I'll look for it. Now that I know what's going on, I think I wonder if it got, I don't see it on the floor, but we'll look for it. Maybe it's stuck on me somewhere, but we'll wait. I know what we're looking for now, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for it. So this one gets popped up with dimensionals. Right here, we're gonna put probably 6 for good measure. And that goes down first. I do like this background paper. It's the peacock leaves with mango buds on the top. So this one gets centered on here, like that. Now, the banner here. I wanted my banner flat, but because the ends are hanging off so much, I'm going to put a couple of small dimensionals on the ends so that they're not gonna bend over. So then we've got this. Hi, Linda Champ. We're gonna put this with a little glue here. And that goes centered over that. And our label, I popped this up with dimensionals. So I'm gonna think 4 of them should do the job. And that goes right over the top of the Mango Melody banner. This is gonna get glued right in the center with a little bit of liquid glue. You think it was on the, oh, you're right. You're so awesome. Randy, I just pulled the copy paper and you're right, it was on here. You guys are amazing. Teamwork, go team, love it. You saved me from looking for it in a little bit, so thank you. All right, so there is gonna go, that little label is gonna go here. Again, we're putting it on foil, so you just pet it, I guess, and make sure it sticks really nice. Little glue dot for our bow. So you guys see how fast these go together once you have the stamping done? It's amazing. And then this little guy is gonna go here. Now, I don't know if that's exactly how they have their, oh, you guys, okay, I changed mine up. Leslie, I changed it up. They put their bow off to the side, I put mine in the middle. Here they wrapped the ribbon around. I just put the bow in the middle on the bottom. I liked that better. And this one, they wrapped ribbon around, it's really hard to see it, but they did the wrapping it around twice and then a bow. And I think I probably would have done that, but I forgot. So if you are working on yours, Leslie, you could wrap the ribbon around the fake, you know, not in the middle, but just put the tails tucking behind and then you'd have ribbon wrapped around. So that's something you could do. Okay, this last one though. All right, so popped up. Let's do some prepping for our popping. Thank you for everybody helping me find my bubble, my word bubble. Hi, Robin. All right, so that's all ready to go. Then, you don't notice it, but this has a little punch there, so that pops out. All right, this twine, this is how I did it. So you can see here that there's 4 ends, and what I did is, not exactly sure what I did, but I think I got 4 pieces that were equal size, like that. Make it a little bit longer. I'm gonna use this much. I'm guessing how much I'm using. So what is this? Probably 2 feet. So I got 2 feet, and you might end up with extra, but I got 2 feet, and then I got it folded in half. I'm gonna make it so it's 4 pieces that are equal lengths, like that. I'm gonna start and put all 4 of those. Now other ways you guys could do this, but this is how I did it. So it looked like that. So it was like a little heavy duty knot on the top. So this, so try to keep all of them together at the same length. And I'm leaving enough here so that I have room to tie a tail. But because I did 4, now what I'm gonna do, hey, take your pick tool, and that will help you weave them up through here, like that. And then do that again, like that, and do one more time. So I had 4 pieces, and I did it 3 times, and now what I'm gonna do is tie them in a knot on the top, and then you have 4 ends that are coming out each side. So here's 1, and then I'm gonna actually knot it. Hi Diane Bogenhagen. And then that's gonna go like that. Okay, that's how I did that. Now, I originally started doing that 1 piece, and it was way too time consuming to try to wrap around 1 piece at a time. That's why I decided to do 4 at a time. And when you decide to do 4 at a time, that's how you get 4 little ends like that that look like little spider legs, just hanging out like that. Okay, so that is gonna go right about there, and we're gonna take this piece over the top. So I'm trying to guess where to put glue. So somewhere or like that for glue. And I didn't go crazier with the glue because I have, my dimensionals are gonna also help hold down that vellum on the side here. So this goes on here like that. This is popped up. Yeah, Brenda, that blue foil is super pretty. And this, yay, my little word bubble that you guys helped me find right here. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy, as Kelly would say, okay? Then you got your little bit of twine. Now, it didn't come with embellishments, but we just had all those extra flowers, or you could put some diamonds on here. There's so many fun embellishments that we have that you could add to this card. So, this then, let's see here. So we've got the You Are Amazing project kit, not all inclusive, so you can add on the stamp set if you want, but those are the 4 cards. You have 4 of each card that you make. Okay, so 16 total cards for that kit. And this is Brenda's favorite. Awesome, very awesome. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? This is the bonus that people who signed up for this class get. So I've got Linda, Mo, Christina, Danny, Bobby, Melanie, and Leslie. All of you, except for Christina, I still owe you your kits. I completely forgot. Didn't mean to, but it happens. I will get them to you, is my point. But so this is the Pick Your Kit class and Paper Pumpkin Party. So I gave you, all 7 of you have extra card kits that you got from me. And what it is it's My Wonderful Family, which was from April of 2020. And there were 2 cards in this kit and 4 of each card. So this is a past paper pumpkin from last year, and it made 4 and 4, 2 styles. And so everybody, the 7 people, got each card. Now, you don't have stamps with it. So this is where you're gonna have to improvise a little bit. Doesn't need much for improvising, but these were the stamps that came with this paper pumpkin. There was this tree foliage from the tree, the leaves from the tree. But there's all these awesome sentiments that came in this one. It says, I'm glad you are my family. Family is where life begins and love never ends. Brother, daughter, dad, sister, I'll always be here for you. Happy Father's Day to my wonderful, and then mom, and then Happy Mother's Day, and then a tree trunk and butterflies, and then sun and a leaf. These stamps were awesome. They're so versatile. Like, this is a great thing to have in the arsenal because there's so many different sentiments with words and like siblings and family. So the only stamp that you really need for this to make these cards was this one right here. Otherwise it's sentiments, and you guys can use whatever sentiments you have at home, but it did use this foliage part of the tree. And if you don't have the stamp, it's okay. find something that looks and resembles leaves, small leaves. That's what you're gonna need. And what I'm gonna do, so this paper pumpkin came with mini glue dots. You guys got some pearls in your kit. So there's yellow and soft seafoamish green pearls. So you got those. It came with the little dimensionals. So I got those. And your envelopes. It's so cool. They had matching envelopes. So each of you got 2 envelopes, one with the dark green and one with the light green. Okay. Yes, Luann says that there's a more current paper pumpkin with a tree similar to that is 2 halves. So yes, you guys, I'm sure that the 7 of you that got this kit will find something to stamp. I promise you, you have something. I know you do. Because this was a piece that you got that's already, it's printed this way. So that's a piece that you got. And you have a piece like this that goes with that. And you guys, there were so many little butterflies and these little birds. It was crazy how many there were. So you got extra. You also got one of these little banners, and I have extra here. So I'm gonna, because I had gotten a bunch of these kits, so I'm gonna use some of my extra pieces here. So there was a yellow, there's a green, I have the extra pearls here. You guys got one of these leaf things. There was a branch for the tree, one of the trees, or a tree, the card. Oh, we're intertangled. Okay, so there's that. There's butterfly was in that card. You guys, I gave you a bunch of extra birds and butterflies. They were just, they're so, and this was all left over from the kits that I went into. So you've got 2 birds, potentially 4 that face each other, and labels for sentiments. So there was this one, and I think that might be it. That goes here, that goes there. And let's see here. So for those of you, the 7 of you that have this, let's put these together so you can see how they go. And I think that's all we need. I'll keep the picture over here. So, yeah, Mo, you started last year. So this one was from April of last year, right when the whole pandemic started. I started going live. This was one of the first paper pumpkins I put together live with you guys. Okay, so this is the base for this tree card here. And I know that there's a little glare, so let's maybe put that at an angle. Let's see here if my bow maker can hold that up. Let's not lose the nails, but we'll put that at there, that might help. So this is a really different fun fold. So that actually folds up like that, and the card goes like this. And our tree is what's gonna help hold this down. So you do wanna grab the bone folder. Mo, welcome back from vacation. You were gone for a little while. So this is where the tree comes in, where you're gonna need to stamp this. So what you can do is grab your D block. The color that they used in this is Pear Pizzazz. So I'm gonna grab Pear Pizzazz, and the tree gets stamped half this way and half this way. And you don't have to worry about where the seam is, because the tree will actually cover up. And this is gonna be really dark actually. So I think I'm going to, let's see here. I am. See, did you see what just happened? I saw how dark that was gonna be, and I think that was gonna be too dark. So I'm going to stamp off and stamp it at 2nd strength. And then you flip this over. Yeah, it could definitely look good with just the flowers and no stamp. You guys at home that have this, you can decide that if you want to stamp it or not. So we've got that. Okay, yay, Mo. It's always nice to be home. I couldn't agree with you more. It's fun to go, but it's also fun to come back home. So what happens here is this tree is gonna get glued, but you don't wanna glue on the bottom here. You're only gonna glue the top part, because that is gonna help hold this bottom flap down. So we're just gonna put a little of that along the branches here. And let's make sure, yep, I did good. So that's gonna go right about here. And then our birds, I'm gonna use the little baby dimensionals and pop them up So those little dimensionals are so perfect because they just fit on something so small like that without hanging over the edge. So that gets popped up, and then one more gets popped up like that. And then this little one's gonna go over here. So they're looking at each other. Their eyes are shut, but they are looking at each other. Now, this and this is what's gonna go also along this bottom flap. And they'll get glued together, and then you only glue the top flap. Okay? So we're gonna stamp our sentiment first, but they stamped their sentiment in Pear Pizzazz, and it's so light you guys can't even see it, right? Okay, you can see that there's ink there. So I would prefer early espresso. So I gotta go grab my early espresso. So 10 seconds, guys. I like, because the tree trunk is that dark brown, I think that it'll be pretty using early espresso. So it says family where life begins and love never ends. I'm gonna go for that. Can always give that to, I have 3 brothers, and it's nice to send them some love in the mail. So I can see giving this to one of them. And because we're gonna use the early espresso, it'll show up really nicely on this, I think it's soft seafoam. So that is stamped on like that. And set that over there. This glue, that yellow piece is gonna get glued right here. Just like that. Now, this is important. When we put this next piece on here, you're not gluing the bottom half. You're only gonna be gluing the top part. So just to be safe and not sorry, what I would probably recommend, and I'm gonna put a little more glue right there. I'm actually gonna glue my edge, and I'm gonna try not to glue too much that it oozes over, but I'm gonna put glue just along this top, just like that. And then center that. Like so. Now, you have all these little pearls. This card has yellow pearls, I believe. So there's little dots of yellow throughout. So I don't remember how much I gave to everybody, but I tried to divide up as much as I could so that it was even, but you should have yellow pearls, and you can go ahead and put some of them on your card. They go in the, like the centers of the flowers look really cool having those pearls. So, I can't remember. I know that I gave everybody probably 5 yellows if I had to guess. So I'll add some more yellow pearls to mine, but so that's how that card works. Bye, Randy. We'll see you later. Okay, so that's the one card that was extra. It's a paper pumpkin alternative from, or paper pumpkin card from last April. And then the other card is a different kind of a fold as well. So grab that. And let's see what we got here. So this, actually, I think I have all yours folded the right way, where that goes like that, and then this piece folds back. And so what you do is you see this green on the right-hand side, and then there's this piece with all the script on it. That's gonna go here. And then we have a leaf and a butterfly and a sentiment. Now, I did notice that this picture has ribbon here, and I did not have that. So you could buy these extra paper pumpkin kits in mass quantities from Stampin' Up, so I could get 3 extra refill packs. I did not see this red ribbon in it all, so I don't think you guys have it. I don't have it either. So if you have something else at home that you'd like to put like a little snippet of ribbon under there, you could definitely do that. So what I want to do is pop this up, but I want to make sure I don't over pop and shut my card by accident. So I'm going to put 3 of them on that side, and then I'm going to put 3 of them near the edge over here. And then when I put the layer down, I won't go over the edge. So this will go like that. Then the greenery, your foliage, Stella this, guys. Stella it before you put it down on your card, will be a lot easier. So then what you can do is put some adhesive. Now, here's the other thing. What I would do, I would pop up the leaves on the ends, and then I would put glue down the middle, which will make it look cool. I know it's probably hard to see it in the camera, but it gives you the height on the sides, but then flat in the middle. So it looks like your leaves are coming off the page. That's gonna go something like that. Now the sentiment that we can put on here is, there's one that fits on here. I'll always be there for you fits really nice, or I'll always be here for you, but you could also do Happy Mother's Day, and maybe we'll do that because Mother's Day is coming up. Oh, I need some Mother's Day cards, right? I think I got mine made from the other night, but somebody else I know might need to give a Mother's Day card to somebody. So let's do that. Grab the mat, and I will practice on here because I don't think I've used this stamp yet. And that can go right in the middle. Perfect. And then if you have any other stamps that are foliage, flowery, leaves related, you could put them on the inside if you want. But when you open this card up, it's already got that pretty pattern on the side, which matches the envelope very nicely. So we've got this, we're gonna pop up with 2 dimensionals. I have such a little dimensional pile over here. Then this will go right about here. We're gonna put that right between those 2 leaves actually, because that's popped up. So we're gonna put that up here a little higher. And then we have a butterfly. And that butterfly, I like to bend my butterflies in half and put a little bit of liquid glue. Now, Stella the butterfly too, because it'll look really pretty with a little glimmer on it. And then that can go on the card here. Now, there were some green pearls that you guys could use. I can't remember how many I gave you again, but there should be maybe 3 of them. You can put them. These are so pretty, these little green pearls. And then that one, we'll put one over. Nope, not right there. Right there. All right. That's about it. Now, that pink under there did pop, so if you have some sort of like a little red ribbon or something, you could put that under there, but that is one of the paper pumpkin cards that was from May of last year. So when everybody that did the class with me got enough to do those 2 cards, and extra butterfly, extra little birdies. That's what I did. I just gave them to you because I was like, I'm not going to use all these. So let's clean these up. And I'm going to do a little drawing. I had said that there's going to be door prizes for those people that took this class with me. So if you bought a kit specifically for this class and not a different purchase for something else, that you were going to be put into a drawing. And I have actually some past, they're either from these current kits or they're from past paper pumpkins, but I have some extra stamp sets. And it's always fun having some extra stamps in your arsenal. I don't know if I cleaned this one or not, but I'm going to draw 2 winners because there's 7 people that did the class, and I had originally said for every 4 people I was going to do a prize. So I'll pull out the stamps, and I don't know who's all left with me between, I've got Leslie, Mo, Melanie, Bobby, Danny, Linda, and Christina. But of you 7, I'm going to do a random number generator, and I'll pick 2 numbers between 1 and 7, and depending on who wins, they can pick the stamp sets. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Covers on, you guys. I always like to have things a little bit clean. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the stamp sets that I had from this one. So the, let me get this stuff out of the way too. So this was one from A Kit in Color, and it had some stamps that say, "You're amazing." There's these little rainbows, these little rainbow pieces that they nestle inside each other. and it says, hey. So I've got that one. And I've got the Dear Friend, Hello Dear Friend stamps. So just a little note, some very versatile stamps. So I've got that one. And there's that one I've used. I could put it in there if somebody wants it, but I did use, for some reason I have the Happy Birthdays used. But this is from the Looking Up card kit. And it says, thanks so much. Feel better soon. Happy birthday. I'm thankful for you. And then here's something about congratulations. This one's from a Christmas one. So it says, peace, love, and joy, made with love, let it snow, a gift for you, and a tuna from. So this was a Christmas one that I had. This is from the Simply Citrus. So hello, sunshine. Just a note, thanks for being you, way to go. And I have 2 of those actually. So I know, Danny, you did this kit, so you have these stamps. So if I draw your name, you definitely pick something else. Melanie's still here, Danny's still here, Leslie's still here. So if you girls that are still here are here and you see what you want, you can tell me which stamp set you pick. And if you're not here, I will pick something for you. So I'll put this one out here, but just know I did use that one stamp. And if that, I mean, it's a little bit pink, but I have that extra because I had 2 of those kits. So let's go here to the random number generator in the internet. So random. Who's feeling lucky? Okay, so we're going to do 7 numbers and we're going to generate a number. So number 4. So let's look at our list here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is Bobby McPherson. So you're the 4th one to sign up. So you are a lucky winner. And number 3, Melanie Chandler. You are a lucky winner. So you were the 3rd one to sign up. So I'm going to flip back here and Linda was still here too. So I'm going to say Bobby. So Bobby and Melanie. You can tell me which of these you would like, because I think that Bobby, you would get to pick first, and then Melanie, you would get to pick second. So, so Danny said that she's feeling lucky. Bobby says, woohoo, she won. So congratulations to both of you lucky girls. So just tell me which sets you would like, and I will put your names on them, and we'll go from there. So I'll watch for those comments. Wow. So I honestly had no idea how long this class would take. Had 1 or 2 less kits been picked, then it would have gone shorter. But I hope that my dear one. So Melanie, I'll give you the my dear one, provided that Bobby doesn't pick it. So so Bobby, when you have a second, reply with the one that you want, unless I missed it. So so it's a good choice. So so I know this took a little bit, but hopefully you guys might have been inspired. Oh, I can see the one on the left with the hello. Okay, so Melanie, you'll have to tell me a second choice, okay? Because Bobby picked that one and her name was picked first. So I'm sure you'll be okay with that. Just let me know which other one. So it was really, I didn't quite know what to expect, but I had hoped that by going through as many of the kits that I did, maybe you'll see a kit that inspires you. And know now that if you do buy a kit or want to get a kit and you place an order with me, you could use that purchase to get another class for free. So just know $35 to $40 usually gets a card class for free, either the monthly or the bundle one, the sweet bundle one. And then you could always get one of these kits and pick them up. So yay, we did it. So you guys, this was my 4th day in a row of being live. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday was training with my team, and then today. So Mo says, can you hold the 2 bonus cards up so I can screenshot them? Absolutely. We'll do that really quick. Melanie, citrus. I have you down for the citrus. So thank you for choosing that one. So the paper pumpkin cards, I'm going to flip them down really quick so you can see them. So this tree gets like that. So, oh, I thought I flipped it down. Ah, it's moving slow. So I froze. I froze, guys. So I'm not sure if that's good or not. I might not have frozen, but here it's back working. But my screen is super slow. So Melanie, what I'll try to,